Welcome to whose fucking idea was this? This is about Jean-Claude Van Damme. Right, oh no, it's not recording. I was recording. Fucking hell. We are back!
We're back!
You need to get closer. Stop looking for your notes that you don't have. We have no time. Try and give him put if you got a table on it and this drawer will be a table as it pushes everything back. You get the same mouse as me? No way.
That is my old one.
Mate, it's really good. It's nice and quiet.
I've got another one now.
I bet it sucks. Yeah, like sit there and lean over and you can read my notes. Strip out wheels in our carpet. You want to stand? This day.
This came out.
Aye, it's brought that one. That it needs to be flipped the right way. Let's see.
Get yourself.
You can pull yourself together. What? It was still on the page? Yeah. There we go. We're laughing. You feel pure unprepared, don't you? Because you're not getting notes.
I know, mate. I'm fucking naked. 2 seconds. I'm just gonna grab a chair so I'm not awkward.
Do you know what's at the end of the bed? That's what I thought you were doing.
It's not that fucking comfy, mate.
Right. Oh, look how close we are together. It's so hot.
Oh.
Welcome back. It's been a while.
Been a fucking decade and a half.
Whose fucking idea was this? Where we watch shit films so you don't have to. Like,
We take them through in excruciating detail.
yeah. We're really aiming for that blind people market.
Yeah.
Do blind people have a name?
The blind.
The blinds. So Street Fighter 1994. Jean-Claude Van Damme and Raul Julia. Is it Raul Julia?
Why? The Addams Family, man.
The Addams Family, man. Diddle-oo. What a performance. Anyway, first of all, did you like it?
I liked how shit it was.
I didn't like the pause. It's good.
I liked the star-studded cast.
Do you know that the director said that?
Yeah.
He was like, fucking...
I've never had such a high-tier cast before.
That's what he said, but fucking what?
In a project based on a video game.
Yeah, what was his previous, like, the music videos or something like that?
Mate, the other thing he done...
It was good. It was actually good stuff. Die Hard.
He did Die Hard.
He
That was
did
his big
direct.
thing.
He wrote Die Hard and he wrote Commando with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, Commando. A lot of fucking effort went into that.
I know. And he wrote something else. It was like not the Lethal Weapons, but it was something kind of that led to the Lethal Weapon films.
The non-lethal weapon.
Yeah, the slightly nearly lethal.
The pellet gun.
Yeah. So, usually do you want to do the plot?
Yeah, I'll do it. Okay.
Are you sure?
Right. So here we are.
What's that about?
So we're in whatever passes Shadaloo,
which is just China.
It's Thailand.
Is it
That's where
Thailand?
it was filmed.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
But so the basic idea is that this guy has been going on the warpath, Bison, and he is taking these fucking what passes for the UN workers as hostages.
Yeah.
And has basically got a stupendous ransom for them, and his whole plan is to do world domination. And then going away from the main characters of Street Fighter being Ken and Ryu, who are side characters in this.
So many characters.
It focuses on, what's the fucking guy's name? What's Jean-Claude's character's name?
Guile.
Colonel Guile, who's American.
American, I know.
And he's basically on this warpath to get rid of Bison and
save his pal Charlie.
Charlie,
I'm coming, Charlie.
Save Charlie boy. But Charlie, who's been captured by Bison.
Yeah.
And as the story unfolds, you'll find out what happens to poor Charlie. But yeah, that's basically the gist of it.
This is world domination shit, isn't it?
Yeah.
So he can bring peace and the loving grasp, as it says, of the Bisonica.
Just so you know, Mr. What's his name? The actor?
Raul Julia.
Raul Julia is a theatre performer in this.
And he totally owns it, man. He's absolutely brilliant. You have to give credit.
He's like the one actor.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
A guy that's really good at dance and martial arts.
Yeah.
And then Kylie Minogue that's really good at dance, and then I don't know, pretending
British
she's
accent.
a good singer.
Yeah, exactly. So I enjoyed it. It does well in the sense of it introduced like 9 characters fairly quickly and gives them quite a bit of screen time. There's no street fights. They've all got jobs. That's the thing. It's like what do you want to see from a Street Fighter film? all their part-time jobs.
Yeah, exactly.
The career
I want
paths.
to know about Chung Li's fucking journalism career.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is what her character all focuses around.
Yeah, it's not even like people's motives in this film yet. Or for most of it, you don't really know what people's proper motives are until kind of in the last act. It's more of like, what's their full-time occupation?
Yeah.
Like, whoa, this is what kids want to see.
How do we go deeper than them as a street fighter?
Yeah, exactly. It's like fucking watching the Phantom Menace. Like, what the kids want to see is like lightsaber battles. What we give them? Politics.
We'll give them we'll give them fucking galactic politics. And they'll fucking love it.
Yeah. So Bison's in, that's what I loved when it first came in. Bison's in a like holocraft chair kind of station.
Like Dr. Eggman.
Aye, I was thinking that. Yeah, in Sonic.
Dr. Eggman.
Dr. Eggman. It's just, is it? I don't know.
I don't know if he's a doctor. I know he's got a doctorate in.
Yeah, he probably gave it himself.
Yeah. I am Dr. Eggman from Eggman Universe.
You're the only one who uses that, man. And he has a massive remote control. Like he looks cool in it as he's like hovering, and then it like parks, and he like gets out of it and like presses a button like as if he's like locking it, as if no one can use this, like it's his car. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and it's like I just made it uncool. And it's cool to begin with. Just you don't need a mask. Just step off it, mate, and go do your job.
Be authoritative instead of wait till I get my fucking 1990s mobile phone size.
Yeah. Where's his pockets?
Yeah, that's another good point.
I know.
He always pulls shit out of them. It's just like there's nothing.
His
on
massive cape. His outfit's brilliant.
I really like it, and plus it's like shoulder pads, but what all men want to really dress like.
Yeah. And his cool hat. So the whole point is it opens up and his program's coming in, basically saying like, oh, shit's kicking off. But it seems to be only in this very small country, and it seems like no one really cares. But the AN, which is basically UN, which is like NATO, their division of NATO, they're in Shadaloo. He's captured like 16 soldiers. And then is it Chung Li? I think her name's Chung Li. She's one of the characters in the film, and she basically sets the scene for the whole film, saying like, look, we need to get these soldiers back. And then she goes, Colonel Guile, who is Jean-Claude Van Damme. Yeah, he's back. We missed him. He's back. I was watching the making of. He was like, it's so good that kids don't need to wait till like the VHS comes out. They can go straight to the cinema and see this film. It's one of the reasons I'm doing it and stuff like that. It's like, fuck off, man.
Cool, mate. We know what happened. This will come up later.
Yeah.
Podcast, but
we know why he did it.
Know what he was doing during the filming of that, and why it took so fucking long to finish.
Yeah, he brought his missus. He was married. So I don't know because there's some things that were supposed to be going on during that. That I think both of them came out and agreed that it was true. The rumors were true, but he had a wife at the time, so he's a bit of a dick. But anyway, this is based on Street Fighter 2 as well. Don't know why that makes any difference. I think because there's a couple of characters in it that weren't in Street Fighter 1.
Right.
I think Blanca wasn't in the first one, but it opens up and it's Jean-Claude Van Damme's like riding a tank, just sitting on a tank.
As though they've just caught him.
Yeah, like you've caught him off guard, and then like the news reporter goes up to him and is basically like, "Can we get a word?" He's like, "No, I'm too busy." And then, but 5 seconds later, he's not too busy.
Yeah.
And you've got fucking what's his face? Bison's just like each captive is getting like thrown towards him, like bring them towards me, and like bring them towards him. He goes, "You've flown all over the world to come fight me," because he's amazing and stuff like that. And he's like, "Come on, then." The guy just like throws one punch, he just like dodges it and snaps his neck. Pathetic. He throws it.
Instantly kills
instant
guys
death.
that have been like in prison,
military training,
and everything. It's been like days they've been sitting there. And then the guy's like not prepared whatsoever. And giant
malnourished.
some giant psychopath is just murdering them.
Yeah. Each one at a time. And like that's the thing as well. He's holding them to ransom, so he wants like $20 billion. I don't know why it's in dollars. And he's like, if you don't give me $20 billion, the hostages will die one by one. But he's already killing them before he makes that request. Do you know what I mean? Like,
just so you know, I'm serious. I've killed 5 of these hostages already.
Exactly. If you want your 16 hostages, he's like, sorry, you killed 5. If you want your 11 hostages,
it just went up to 25 billion.
Yeah, because there's less of them. They're rare. They're rare hostages.
Supply and demand, gentlemen.
The simple economics.
The economy.
Snap necks. Like. So he's killing like soldier after soldier, and just by chance, Bison's watching the fucking news report. Don't know, because he's got like 1 million TVs in this lair, and he knows that Guile's on it, And the guy was already said, no, I'm not interested in doing an interview. But then 5 minutes later, takes the mic off and goes, you know what? And it's if for somehow, this is him on TV. How does he know where it's been broadcast to? Right? So, and it's live. So he's hoping that Bison's watching it. And Van Damme is talking to him directly, but then Bison goes hack into their signal. And they
start having a Zoom meeting.
Yeah, exactly. But Van Damme has no way of hearing Bison. There's no microphone. There's no speaker.
This is broadcasting, not a receiver.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he can't see him as well. So he's like, I'm coming for you. I'm gonna kick your ass, basically, and stuff like that.
I like how they explain it by just showing probably a third of the budget of a satellite dish.
I know, CGI,
Like, right, this is how...
He's hacking into it. And then they're like, he took the bait. And it's like, what do you mean? Like, so what was Van Damme's plan? His plan was to hope that a news reporter was going to ask him for an interview. Then allow him to take the mic. Then hope the Bison's watching. Then hope the Bison decides randomly to try and trace the signal so he can trace his trace. Like, it's fucking not. He took the bait, trace the signal.
It's as though the film started like 20 minutes late.
I know.
And then we've not been taken in.
Yeah. It just goes 100 mile an hour.
It's been coordinated by like 5 parties.
Yeah, and that's when you're introduced to Kylie Minogue, where he goes trace the signal, and Kylie Minogue just like jumps in the back of the news van. She
doesn't get a big Kylie Minogue for being Kylie Minogue
at that time as well. I know.
She doesn't really get a big face reveal.
Yeah, I know. It's just basically like this could have been anyone because you've not seen it. Right away. But I'll give you one thing: the film kind of knows what it is. The film is portrayed kind of like a kid comedy kind of thing. Like, it's not trying to be like Mortal Kombat tries to be like serious and stuff like that. And I like Mortal Kombat. Obviously, it's made. That's also a bad film. But this is a bad film that kind of knows it's a bad film. But some actors know this is a shit film, and some actors don't. So, like, Van Damme seems to be, like, really trying, but failing miserably, whereas Raul Julia is, like, absolutely killing it because he knows this is, like, a theatrical fucking performance. Like,
plus he was, like, dying.
I know. He was doing it and he was doing it. His kids were, like, on set and stuff like that, so he was kind of, like, doing it for his kids, and he was, like, but he totally, like, he makes it a good film. If he wasn't in it, it would have been absolutely boring and honking. But he's just, like, a pure cartoon comic book villain. Like, everything's over the top. I'll kill you with my one finger, like that kind of things like that. Like, and I'm going to take over the world. And if I fail today, I'm going to do it tomorrow. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just if you're typical. Like, if a kid was writing a villain down, it's like, he's this good. He's that evil.
He's so evil. No, it's layers of evilness.
Yeah, exactly.
But, he does really well because he's aware of what he's doing.
Aye.
And why he's doing it.
He knows what film he's filming.
And then, like, at this point, this is like Jean-Claude Van Damme's career.
Yeah,
kind
exactly.
Of, like, sort of, he's trying to kind of push past just being an action person.
Aye.
That can, like,
by being in an action film.
Exactly. I know. Like, called Street Fighter of all things.
They asked him. They said something like, "What are you like? Is there anything you're worried about the film stuff like that? Is it different than what usually?" He goes, "Yeah, a lot of dialogue." And it's like, this is the least I've heard him fucking speak.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, he's fucking in films where he's the main man, whereas he technically is the main man in this film, but there's so many characters in it that he's only maybe in it like a third of the film. Like, overall, there's other characters that get big massive parts. Like, Bison's probably the main character in the whole thing, the bad guy. So
we're going to go off at screen time. Bison gets the most, but I like
usually it's Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Person.
I know, and the director knows it.
Yeah,
it's the best cast he's ever worked with.
This dying man for everything I have.
Yeah, exactly. They're really going for the blue as well. Like, it's fucking everything's just a blue tone, blue uniforms. Everything.
You in it?
Yeah, so cool.
You in uniforms?
So then what happens is he's traced the signal, so he knows where the hostages are, and then for some fucking crazy reason, Van Damme decides that he's going to say, "I'm coming, Charlie. I'm coming," to like, and hope that he's first. Like, why would the hostages be in the same room?
Yeah.
It'd be in a jail somewhere random. Like, why would the hostages be able to hear what a broadcast is coming through from the evil guy's lair or something like that? So just by chance, and luckily that Van Damme stepped in at that moment, because he was about to snap. Bison was going to snap Charlie's neck instantly. He was the next soldier up, basically.
Yeah.
So, and he goes, wait a minute, and he fucking grabs the guy's dog tag and he goes, "Carlos Blanca." And he goes, "Charlie, it's your nickname." Like, he sussed it out. He's like, "I've got you." And he goes, send him to the lab. So they're going to use him as the super soldier fucking like serum shit to see experiment on him to see what they can make out of him. So.
It's the idea that Jean-Claude Van Damme's character Guile is just outed Charlie for someone it means a lot to him. So like as he's like, I'm coming, Charlie. He's like, all right,
so,
so
fucked
you're.
Him. He's like, cheers, Guile.
Thanks, guy. I'm getting like totally tortured right now.
And now they know that we're friends, so they're going to make it worse.
Just because you wanted more press time.
Yeah, exactly. What dick. Next bit is we get into just a Ken and Ryu, and they're selling weapons. So they go to like a street. I say a street fight again. No one's fought at this point, so we're like 10 minutes into the film and no one's had a fight. But there's been several moments where it's like, oh, there's a cage fighting place, and you don't show you any of the fighting. Like it's like two cunts ready to fight. And then they're like in the background, and then you just see a guy like climbing a fence, and then 2 minutes later he's like floored, and it's like Ken and Ryu's kind of like perspective of going, oh yeah, we're off the streets, I feel so safe, and the guy just gets like floored, but you don't see the fight, so there's no fight again, still no fighting. So Ken and Ryu are like selling weapons to Sagat, who's another character. So
an eye-patched man.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they are selling weapons, and their plan is, you give us the money. Take this like walkie-talkie, and we'll walkie-talkie. When we leave with the money, we'll tell you where the guns are. Who would ever agree to that? Here's my money.
You guys are first-time trustworthy buyers.
Exactly. Let's like fucking go to buy like a phone off fucking somebody in Gumtree, and they go, right, okay, I want to buy a phone off you. Cool. Here's the money. And I'll phone you to tell you where I'll leave the phone to go pick it up.
Oh wait, I don't have a phone then.
That's why I'm buying one. Cool. I'll see you later. I've got the money.
Gumtree, where deals aren't made.
Yeah. So then we realise that Sagat's fucking got all the weapons already, like from the docks. He's got all the weapons because it's always the docks. And then Ken and Ryu are like, shit, they've already opened the weapons, so they know that. We don't know, the audience at this point don't know that the guns are fake guns, even though the barrels on them are fucking like tennis ball size.
Aye.
Like what do they think?
We fire 80 caliber bullets.
Yeah, exactly. It's like the only thing you can think is it's a grenade launcher. But and they're standing like 5 feet away from them. So like unless they fucking know that they're in on the joke, they're about to fire a grenade launcher to two people right in the face to two people in a crowded room. So then what happens is they fire it. And Ken and Ryu, and the guy says, what, are you afraid of your own guns? It's like, yeah, you would be, because a gun's a gun. Doesn't matter who owns it. It's whoever's holding it.
What a pussy, he's afraid of the gun I have in my hand, even though he's held it in his hand once before.
Even though it's in his name. So they fire it, and like tennis balls, like sponge ball comes out. And they're like, yeah, like we know that you were doing this. I don't know why Ken, by the way, looks like he's fucking done like 20 grams of coke.
Yeah,
he's
mate,
pure sweating,
Ken's a
like,
drug addict.
he looks fucking terrible.
This is not the Ken that we know and love from Street Fighter, the physical specialist. He's just like some American junkie.
Yeah, and I don't know why fucking Jean-Claude Van Damme should be playing this guy, because this guy's American.
Plus as well, they're meant to be the kind of
main characters,
main guys of it. Like when you think of Street Fighter, you don't think of...
Everyone thinks of Ryu.
Yeah, Ryu, Ken and Ryu. Ken's the American, isn't he? Isn't Ken meant to be blonde?
I think Guile is the blonde one with the big long hair, and that's for some reason Van Damme's not got the big tall hair because it would look stupid.
You couldn't handle that.
He also doesn't look blonde. He's like kind of ginger, but he's obviously tried to dye it and it's not fucking worked. But they get caught with those fucking weapons, and they go, right, you're gonna cage fight for me now, because they're like fucking. Because they start fighting and they show that, oh my god,
these guys can fight.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's use that.
Yeah, and they're in a fucking, this happens at the old film as well. Everything's fucking made of cardboard. Like every cunt flies through walls and shit like that.
Furniture is all like IKEA minus.
Yeah, and I love that. Like a guy. So at the start, they like show like they're on a firing line, and like the henchmen go to fire it. And then it's like, oh my god, they're gonna get shot, and then that's when it's revealed that it's a sponge ball. And then they start fighting, and one of the same henchmen picks up a gun when they're in a serious fight. The gun he's just used, he knows a sponge ball and shoots a sponge ball out, and the guy's
comically off his head.
Yeah, exactly. Like, did he forget that they weren't real bullets? From the 10 seconds that have passed.
And surely you would have your own gun.
Anyway. I know.
Instead of being like, I won't bring mine. The gun's there at the deal.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh wait, they're fake. Oh fuck.
Oh fuck! I've not brought my. I better use this sponge gun. So then they get caught and they have to do a cage fight. And
So we're cutting to another scene here. Whatever happened to Charlie Boy?
oh, Charlie Boy gets taken to the scientist. Scientist has got a name as well. He's like a character.
He's an actual character.
Yeah, he ends up like Mr. Man Fantastic or something like that. He gets all elasticated arms. But that was saved for the sequel because they knew they were getting a sequel.
Yeah, because they knew of the stupendous success. So Charlie, what we find out is Charlie's been made into the perfect soldier in Bison's view. So they've just got like muscle enhancer steroids pumping through him while he just sits
two
with
TV fucking goggles on.
He sits with a pair of like fucking Oculus Rifts. And it's not even like an experience. It's just like clips of war.
Like just disturbing images and videos.
Yeah, it's just violence and then people burning and all that. And it's like this is what makes a perfect soldier.
Yeah, then everyone would be everyone that's fucking sick on YouTube, like
every psycho. It's like psychopath. Like starter kit, and then like Bison keeps on anytime the scientist says anything critical, Bison just like has to pick him up with one hand and then give him a talking to really closely.
So he's making him into a soldier because this guy's been scientist has been held against his will. He's got these weird fucking chains because he has that in the. It's quite good. It's quite accurate, the costumes and stuff like that. I'll give him that. Like, because he wears that, but it looks stupid in this film because why does he get a chain around his neck and chain around his arms and chain like he's fucking
he's not exactly escaping.
Exactly. So he's making Charlie into Blanca essentially. That's supposed to be the big reveal later on, and then it's just kind of pointless. But anyway, Ryu and Ken need to fight. Who's Vega?
Vega, some weird guy with a fucking like he puts a mask on. Yeah. He's like a celebrity around this fighting ring.
He's the best fighter since Sagat. Yeah. So he says, he goes, "Who's Sagat?" "Me. I'm retired."
"I am."
Yeah, and he has a tinfoil. They give Ryu a tinfoil sword.
Yeah.
And he just starts like fucking, I don't know, moving it about with like clearly they've not practiced anything.
Let me show my expertise by swishing this as quickly as I can.
But he's making those noises.
And he throws it.
The only weapon he's got, he throws it to
demonstrate his skill.
His
now
accuracy.
No
exactly. He throws it behind Vega.
And then that Vega has like a wee cushion for his wee mask.
Yeah.
And then
decides not to use it.
Like, no, I don't use it. He does like some kind of like dance move, like he's a bullfighter.
Yeah, that's what he's like. He's what do they call it? I can't remember. Something Tor, Matador. Yeah. Aye, he's like a showman, and then they've got some sort of like fucking swimming clock that's passing by, and again we're about to see a fight, and like, Street Fighter, they're not in the street, but we're about to see a fight between Vega and Ryu. This will be cool. Nah, a tank goes through the wall.
APC just fucking comes through. Jean-Claude Van Damme.
A massive crowd.
I break through, easily murders like 20 people.
Yeah, a man of peace.
Aye. I'm with the UN. Stop this right now.
It'll be peace when I'm done killing. He just goes through a wall, potentially killing like 30, 40 people or whatever with absolutely no care. And he breaks up this fucking like underground kind of
fighting ring where gun deals are going on that aren't actually gun deals, because it's like tennis balls he fire.
Yeah, and because this film's going at like 100 mile an hour, like everyone's suddenly already arrested. So he arrests everyone like immediately, and then like it shows you like a mad meeting, and they're in like a prison. I don't know why the military are working like from the prison. This peace group.
But then, like, we've got a fucking assassin. So they're in the HQ.
Yeah, which is in a prison.
An assassin, right? I don't know much about, covert ops, but when I'm an assassin, I think the idea is that I want to maybe get out of there. Yeah. Afterwards. And then,
wait till the person's alone.
Like not
at least one or two people.
And then the guy just goes like, now, the guy's like, right, he's at the office.
Now's the time to strike. Surrounded by 12 fucking other officers in a tight room.
So setting the scene. He's in a fucking big briefing room, and then and there's like all these operatives. Yeah. And then the assassin just goes, right, I'm gonna clear 15 feet of this table and then run towards
reveal myself,
and then get him. Yeah. So he pulls out a knife, starts screaming, he climbs onto the table, sprints towards him. Yeah. Jean-Claude Van Damme has a perfect opportunity to demonstrate he can kick people.
Yeah. At like 5 feet.
Because
he's on a table and he's not on the table. And also the crazy thing is the guy's like dishing out drinks, so why would you just put poison in the water that you're giving to Guile? Do you know what I mean? Like, he's like, I'll give him a drink and then I'll wait till I'm further away and then I'll reveal and kill him.
This assassin sucks.
Yeah, he's like going around giving people drinks. He could have got really close to like Van Damme because he's like on people's shoulders. He could have, and then just stabbed them in the neck.
Like, brushed against them.
Aye, I know.
Like, about, fuck you.
Yeah. There's actually a guy that looks like he's like reload. He's actually like cocking his gun way too late. Like you see it like. There's a guy in the right here, like him. Like, what's he doing? What is he doing, man? He like the assassin's been like revealed, taken care of, dead.
He's like, "Oh, that started put this son of a bitch out."
Yeah, the guy's already like fucking out cold. The threat has been dealt with, and then he's cocking his gun, like, right, I'm ready. Like, what an idiot.
Kelvin Og fucking goes up. Look, check this generic shite tattoo.
Yeah, that means he's part of that gang.
Well, it's a good transition though, because then it goes to what's that guy's name? Sagat, and then Guile.
Kind of drug dealer runs the
guy at the start who was like meant to be the original Street Fighter, and him and the new Street. Who's that bad guy? The Hispanic one, the Matador guy.
Yeah, Vega.
Both of them are like in prison, but like they're kind of that Van Guile is like leading.
Why are you saying Van Guile? Vega.
So close. It was me mixing both of them. Both of them
Sagat,
in one name. So Sagat and Vega are like in the prison, and Sagat's like sitting smoking a fag, and then that Vega's just behind him looking at him.
Lovely ponytail, it's like a pure gay relationship, isn't it?
It just looks like a gay
lovingly
prison thing.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
He's
like hanging on his pocket.
He's like, Sagat takes care of me.
Yeah. I'm his number one. He cares about me most. So that is to show that everyone's been arrested and that we're inside this fucking like underground fucking fighting ring. Ryu and Ken are fighting, and it's like shit, right? Or in prison, sorry. And they're like, right, we need to make friends here basically because we're like fucked in prison. And then for some reason, Guile goes, well, we know that by Sagat, who ran the underground fighting ring, was running those guns that were provided by Ryu and Ken to Bison. So that means that Sagat knows where Bison is if he's running the guns. So we get someone that can infiltrate Sagat. We then release Sagat and back into the world, and the spy that we put in will lead us right to Bison. That's a great fucking plan. So we're going to let about 40 to 50 cunts out of prison to make it look good and hope that the people that we pick that are in prison, that we have no idea where the background of them are, that will fucking not double crosses and go missing because they've got no contact with them.
Let's all cross our fingers at the same time to make sure they don't double crosses.
There's nothing that can go wrong with this plan.
Everyone knows criminals want to reform.
Yeah. Do you know what's weird about this prison as well? Why is there so much scaffolding that you could clearly climb up and escape? There's tons of bamboo scaffolding like kicking about. Yeah, like you could just like climb the wall. Look, scaffolding. You could just climb the walls and fight. So anyway,
that Vegas made a bamboo like fashioned weapon. Shanks are good enough in prison, but he's like, nah, I need a fucking giant claw made of bamboo, and then I don't know, fucking
and he's been allowed to carry that about. He's
clearly made this a while ago.
I know. How long have they been in? What time jump is this? So you've got Van Damme looking out over the prison yard and watching all this fighting, and he's like, why don't we pick these two guys?
Why don't we pick the white guy?
I trust him.
He looks trustworthy.
Yeah, and he's like, why don't we pick him to like get in Sagat's good books? And it's like, right, okay, what's the plan? How do we get him in his good books? I know, I'll fake my death and we'll give him a fake gun or something, and he'll pretend to shoot me. And when he shoots me, when they're escape, we'll give them the keys to get out. And make a prison break. It's like it puts like hundreds of officers at risk of like some of them could have died in this prison break.
And so much was just left to chance.
Yeah, exactly. Like hoping this will fucking kick off. So Ryu and Ken pretend to fight with each other so they can steal the keys while they're getting transported to a boat. And what happens is they break out, and when they get the keys, they get Sagat's like, right, I know that. We're like, I want to kill yous. Like, and then
if we could have double crossing me.
Yeah, why going to give the keys? And they're like, I give him the keys. Why the fuck would Sagat, why would he think you giving me the keys? Like, there's no hidden meaning behind that because I tried to kill yous like fucking twice in the last 10 minutes.
Oh, sweet. These are my best friends now. And then no questions.
Then Guile's sitting there checking his watch, going like, right, do you think the plan's going well? They should have broke up by now. It's like, when did they even tell them what the plan was?
It's like the start again. It's like the start when they try to like get the signal from
it just throws you in.
It's just like throwing you in at the fucking deep end and being like, it doesn't matter. You don't need to figure it out. You've played Street Fighter 2. You know exactly what happened.
Yeah. And then you've got finally you hear the ruckus of like, what's going on out there? It's a prison break, and for some reason, like, a lot of the officers don't seem to be on the same page of this prison break.
Yeah.
They know it's happening, so they're like shooting. Like they could kill the people, the spies that Guile Van Damme is sending undercover. Like they could easily have been shot there when they're leaving in the truck. So they've taken over this truck and they're trying to get away. And Ken shoots fucking Guile in the stomach. Guile has this like dramatic death, and there's just like this, yeah, and like Sagat, but he's like, you have to make sure Sagat sees it.
Yeah.
And like and there's like a wee window in the back of the van so he can see it, and then fucking so he makes sure that he sees that scene so he can turn around and look at Ken and go, yes. And do that nod. You did it.
You've solidified my trust.
Yeah, exactly, because you killed that guy I don't like. Do you know what I mean? Like,
that guy I have a vague dislike for as a law enforcement officer.
Exactly. Forgot to say, there's a constant like announcer throughout this whole film, like on a tannoy, and like you don't know where the tannoys are, and it's just randomly like constant throughout the film.
Yeah.
Like they're saying like there's a curfew, and anyone who like they're supposed to be peace people as well, and it's like anyone who beat the curfew will be arrested. Anyone who resists arrest will be shot. And it's like, well, who's the warlords? Like,
anyone shot will have their family shot too.
Will be shot again till death. Like it's just this dead cheery woman announcer that for some reason has tannoys all around the city, and is telling everyone what to do all the time.
Middle
and then
of the jungle.
And then in the middle of the jungle, which is where Bison's lair is, which is kind of like a Mayan temple. For some reason there's a computer that announces everything as well. Like throughout the whole fucking. It's like, why is there a constant?
Back in the 90s,
so we know what's going on.
Omnipotent control systems were the fucking shit.
Yeah, just AI. Yeah, exactly. So
we've
Van
got
Damme's dead.
Guile's
fucking dead, and they're all like, oh my god, and they're like, we need a medic, like fucking your Mrs. fucking Kelly Minogue is like screaming like, we need help, and then the medic comes out and just like holds his like checks his pulse on his wrist limply.
They're getting a stretcher. Half off checks his wrist, pulls it towards him to look closer at the
He's
wrist,
gone.
and he's just like,
doesn't check the wound, doesn't open up his top. Like,
I think he's dead, guys. And then they're like, don't even put him on a stretcher. Let's just put a sheet over him.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, right, he's dead.
No. And then the news obviously see it because they're always on scene, like, and they basically announce it to the world that
for a first
Guile's
world
dead.
country, the media coverage is amazing.
On point, yeah. So then you cut to Bison, and Bison's fucking telling us how he's going to build a city that looks like a dog. Like it's like a weird transformer dog face, and he's like, I think the food court should be bigger. All the big trades, like, because they've not paid, like as if like McDonald's and that don't want to be associated with Street Fighter, like because they don't think it's going to make money. So he just says, all like the big food chains would love this.
Chains that you know and love.
They'll be begging to come into my society.
The home of the copper and the big burger.
And it says it's called Bisonopolis. Or something. That's what he's that's in the background. Bisonopolis, which is his metropolis.
Being half Greek, no identity given. Poli or Polis is supposed to be the city.
Oh, nice.
So it's
Bison
or Bisonopolis.
So he's just trying to be a dick, basically. Like he just loves himself, and they keep calling him a warlord, and then he gets pure like nippy about everyone calling him a warlord all the time, where he's like I just want to rule the world.
I just want to rule the world by force. What's warlordish about that?
Yeah, exactly. And if anyone goes against me, I'll snap their spine. Like, so he hears that Guile's dead, and he's back, and the guy's like, oh, that's good that Guile's dead. And Bison's like, no, I wanted to fight him in the battlefield and snap his spine.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, okay then. He just goes on a monologue about how he's going to make a beautiful world and he's not evil. Like,
I want to create the perfect genetic soldier.
Yeah.
Not for war, not for evil.
Yeah.
Was it? But
for mankind or something. Like, and he's like, it's basically there's going to be hundreds of Blancas around the world, like fucking.
He wants super soldiers.
Super soldiers, but it's really like deranged, like, I don't know, mutants. Basically, that he thinks they're going to like follow his every word. Like, why does he think the super soldier like that he's making is going to follow his orders at all times?
And it's like things like the terminology. Like it'll go like peaceful reign.
Yeah,
As
yeah.
though peace is a domineering force.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
of his
yeah,
plan.
yeah. And he says everyone will be under peace when they're in the grasp of my loving grasp.
Yeah,
and all
my
that.
loving
Like,
grasp of super soldiers.
It's pure Shakespearean, like fucking class.
And then we zoom out, and then we see that his like big plan is like from the sky.
It's just one building.
The building's like
For the
shaped
world.
like a skull.
I don't know why it's like just it shows you one city.
Mm.
Like it's not even a city. It's just it looks like a hospital.
A corporate building.
Yeah, exactly. As if that's going to. I was like, this is a blueprint for the whole world.
Yeah.
Basically, when he takes over, which he's just
The
trying to take
whole-
on Thailand.
I have continent-sized skyscrapers.
Yeah. And then we get introduced other characters. Well, not introduced other characters. Well, we do a wee bit like
Side
Honda and
characters. Honda,
Aye.
the big fucking Hawaii. No wait, who was the Hawaiian guy?
I don't know. I think Honda's the black boxer, and the Hawaiian guy. I can't remember his fucking name, but they just make kind of like fat jokes. So, like when he jumps at the van
Yeah.
pure bounces up and down. It's like oh ha ha ha, 90s.
At the 90s, you can make fun of anyone for
Yeah.
everything.
Then you find out the news reporter. Oh my god, she's in a ninja suit. She has an ulterior motive.
Yeah.
Except not just the news.
Wait, you're not concerned about information?
Yeah. What are you? What's her motive? So the news team have to like leave the military site because it's like the end of their like curfew of I don't know. They're allowed a certain time to do the news. So they're like leaving, and then that's when she puts on the ninja outfit to go trace. Because she throws a signal on so when the prisoners are escaping on that truck, she's got a tracking device apparently, like
I love
as
how
all
common
news teams
tracking
do.
devices well back then.
Yeah, exactly. And do you know what she says? She says it's her wireless mic. So I don't know why. It's after going to say like, oh, she doesn't have a tracking device because it'd be stupid if a news team had a tracking device. But she's got a wireless mic that they can track. Why would you? How could you track a wireless mic? Also over like miles of land.
2023. Look at this fucking mic we've got.
Yeah.
So Kylie Minogue,
She's-
the microphone, wireless mic that she has, phone
So
track.
Kylie Minogue, it's Chung Li,
Oh wait,
Asian Kylie Minogue.
Asian Chung Li.
Asian Kylie Minogue. She decides that there's someone else tracking the signal of our signal. There's two signals on that
Signal of my signal
on
with my
that
friends.
truck. So like, why would you then go like, let's figure out where that's come from? Just fucking do what you were doing. Like, why? Who cares? Like, someone else might be there, but like you'll figure out that when you get there. So she decides I'm going to trace where the other signal's coming from. So she follows that signal. She can find it like to the room. Don't know how she's tracing because she's not got a tracker on the tracker.
Yeah.
So I don't know how and they're in like a camera van. The guy's like, if I just rewire and rejig this, I can trace that signal where it's coming from. And it's like, what? What are you?
If I just talk enough bullshit, you'll be
Yeah.
convinced. This is bad boy.
Yeah. Just leave me alone. Cut away to something else.
Doing something else, come back to me,
And I've
type
done
in
it.
the computer, and it's done. Windows XP is the best device.
Windows 98. And so she's finding the signal to the room, and she goes into a room and there's the morgue, and you're like, oh my god, she's in the morgue. That's weird. And she's inside the more or less the headquarters of the AN,
Yeah.
which is the UN.
Pretty deep in it if you found the morgue.
I know exactly. And then she finds that there's like some weird organs and shit. I don't know why. Like as if they're experimenting on prisoners.
there's something
But these are
dark
supposed to be the
about-
good guys,
uh-huh.
yeah. And they never get back to this. And then for some reason they've decided to put the signal receiver, or I don't even know, the transmitter monitor in the fucking morgue.
Yeah.
The person who has the
The
signal.
perfect place for doing any fucking tracking operation.
And then there's like a dead body, and they find out, that's Guile. It's where Guile's
Look,
being
it's
kept.
Guile. It's where Guile is, and then she pulls it back, and he's just lying there in the same uniform and everything. And then she's like, right, okay, that's him dead. And he just gets up.
I've been waiting on you.
And it's just like,
This is all part of the plan.
This was like way too much effort for an elaborate hoax to confuse a single reporter.
Yeah, or just like, or anything. Like, why?
And he shows all the wee blood pack he's
Yeah.
got on his stomach and all that.
His
He's
job is not to figure out who else is tracking
like, it's
Bison. His job is just to find out where Bison is.
Oh, he's a
Like,
colonel.
what is he doing?
Colonels don't have this time to fuck about. But like,
So how long is he waiting in the morgue for someone to
Yeah.
turn up, and then he can have this big reveal, and then his fucking pals are late. So thankfully the person that is not a threat, which is Chung Li, the news reporter, and the news reporter's like, he's like, right, you're under arrest for I don't know what, maybe breaking into the UN,
breaking
the
into
AN.
like to our HQ, and
Yeah.
then she starts going like,
I'm not just a reporter.
It's taken me 20 years to get here. You can't lock me up. You just can't do that. And
Yeah.
he's like, take her away.
So she's arrested and what is it?
Detained.
This is actually a character as well. This is it's like Indian American character in the
Native
Street
American?
Fighter. Sorry. With Kylie Minogue, and later on he starts like showing his Cherokee ways. Yeah, it literally says it's Cherokee. It's for good luck, and it's like, oh, we didn't know that you were a character in the show this whole time.
One of the many tribes that committed genocide.
Yeah, she's like, he's like just like a side kind of captain to Guile. And he's in the film like the whole time, and you don't even realise that he's like one of the main characters in the fucking Street Fighter.
Nightwolf.
Yeah, aye, basically like in Mortal Kombat, aye. And it's not like till the end where he just for some reason takes his uniform off and just starts putting like a headband on and all that.
now to become
to
one
reveal,
with my people.
Yeah, he would have had a bigger backstory in the second sequel.
Yeah, if only Street Fighter 2 managed to get made, but it was just too successful the first time.
Yeah, don't want to ruin it.
So Chung Li's managed to break free from these two like military professionals.
Yeah, Kylie Minogue in a skirt and high heels.
Still insisting
she's
that they wear a skirt.
And the guy's lines are brilliant in it. It's like, you don't. She's like getting away. He's like, you don't have a chance. And then she like jumps through a window and lands in a van. And she's like already like basically half escaped already. And the guy's going, you're such a loser. You're a screw up. You've not got a chance. And then like she scales the fucking truck and fucks off. And he's still like, she'll never make it.
She'll never make it. She doesn't have med training.
Like, yeah, why is she so confident? And it's like, she's gone. Well, she was lucky this time. It's like an anime character or something. It's fucking terrible. Like, so Chung Li makes it out from being arrested, and instantly she's fucking in a weapons market with Sagat, who again is like, so Sagat's just escaped prison, and he's now already holding a festival for for guns and the helicopters and selling tents and all this. It's like a lovely Christmas market.
The Edinburgh Christmas market.
and Sagat, and then Bison's there. And then that's what I was saying. So the newswoman's just escaped, and she's already changed costume into like some sort of like belly dancer kind of like theatrical performer. With the two cameramen, and Ken and Ryu again are already somehow in suits right away.
They're like
from
set
escaping
up
prison.
in this world.
Like as if they've been waiting the whole time again.
Yeah.
Like again, it feels like you're just launched into this scene.
I keep getting, it's like, let's think about. Imagine you're reading a book or you're like playing a video game, and then like the kind of prologue and introduction, and maybe like the beginning of the first act have already taken place, and then you just get fucking like airdropped into it and being like,
the next chapter.
I guess I'm an uninformed audience member.
Yeah, exactly. So it's this like kind of like big tent, and there's just like performers and stuff like that, and the cameraman and the newswoman's a performer, and she gives like Ken the eyes. And Ken's like, I think I like her, and I'm a womanizer and stuff.
Ken's like, I'm like the only white guy here, so clearly
she wants to fuck me.
We haven't even got to the bit, so you also get to see the big Russian.
Oh yeah, the big. Do you
know? He's
know?
Actually funny a character.
Yeah, it's funny, mate. I like him. And do you know what makes it even funnier? That's his actual accent, and he's that stupid. I couldn't believe that. Like, he's that stupid. Sound like when he's like saying all these mad fucking like funny lines and stuff. You think he's like putting on like a voice to be this cat. He is the character.
Yeah, surely like, you don't speak that slowly.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, it is great to be in this film. It's like, you're like literally a cartoon of a Russian.
We're both fucking monolingual idiots, so like we don't understand the difficulties, right? Speaking another language.
So Sagat and Bison are like doing like a deal and stuff like that, and Bison's basically saying like, right, I'll give you your money, and Sagat's like, hurry up and pay me. And
Let's see the colour of your money. This is when it reveals
he's
got his own currency.
Yeah, he's got a massive case. Yeah, exactly, picture of his face. And he said,
tell a conversion rate.
Yeah, so he goes, it'll be like, I'll just skip it now. He goes, on the contrary, like everything he says is amazing. He goes, $1 bison will be worth 5 British pounds after I capture their queen. Like it's like, what?
This will be the exchange rate of the Bank of England once I've kidnapped their queen.
He's just amazing, man. Like honestly, a child has wrote this bad guy's fucking. Yeah. It's like, and then he gets a queen,
and then the queen was
he's got his own currency with his face on it. Yeah, and everyone has to use it because he's so powerful.
And this was a time where like the pound was actually doing really big.
So Ken and Ryu get captured by the cameraman. I don't know how Ryu gets captured. I think he follows Ken going like, oh, this guy's an idiot, he's falling into a trap, and they manage to get both of them and they tie them up to explain to them that they're good guys. But they don't know that Ken and Ryu are good guys, so I have no idea why they decide to like fucking like capture them out of all the henchmen. But anyway, she basically says something like, make sure they stay in the tent or something. I don't know. But this bit is like the pure embarrassing bit where like Honda and the Hawaiian guy, that's when they give their like backstories back. He goes, hey wait, aren't you like the best sumo wrestler in the world? He's like, yeah, until my knee gave in. No, he goes, until Shadaloo,
I took an arrow to a knee.
Until like Bison somehow ruined my career. Like why, how would this warlord in Thailand ruin your sumo career? But anyway, and then the guy goes, yeah, and my boxing career too. Like, so we've got beef in this fight.
Oh yeah, mate, E Honda's meant to be fucking Japanese, isn't it?
Yeah.
But
I know
he's a Hawaiian.
I don't know.
Edmund Honda, more commonly known as E Honda. You know, that's just like too fucking close to the car.
Yeah.
For me.
That's so true.
Yeah, he's meant to be Japanese, and then they've just randomly made him
Hawaiian.
There's no Japanese people in this. I don't even know if the guy that plays fucking Ryu is Japanese.
No, he's not. He's American. But do you remember the guy that's in this? So I forgot we get introduced that guy in the boardroom with the assassination attempt. There's a random soldier who just stands up and talks in the terrible terrible English, and he was supposed to be. He was cast as Ryu. And his acting, his English was so bad. His English was so bad. They went, he cannot be in this film more than 5 minutes. But they'd already paid him like a massive wage, so they were just basically like, let's just give this guy lines. So you've not only got like 9 Street Fighter characters you need to add into the film, you've also got this random guy now. Yeah, exactly. Who talks like this, and he gives orders to other people like this, and it's just pure terrible lines. Yes. At one point, he says, "Formation attack." Like that's what he says. Like when they're on the boats and stuff like that, and it's like, what does that mean? Like, what are you going to do in a boat?
Formation attack. Thank God he said that, or I wouldn't have formatted.
Yeah, that's the triangle that we're making it. One boat's in front, and the other 2 boats are slightly behind. Yes, we're in attack mode now.
Spear tip.
Yeah, exactly. So we get back to the tent. And Sagat basically the Marquis and Sagat basically tells Bison that he's a fucking madman because he sees like he's got all this printed money and that's what he wants to pay him with, and he's like, this isn't worth fucking anything, you fucking psycho. Exactly. So he's raging, and then Bison's like, because he's a fucking, he calls him a raving lunatic, and he is one, he goes like, how dare you insult me in my face, like so he burns the money basically, like Sagat burns the money in front of him, and he's like, this insult will not go unpunished, so he's like, you're gonna die. And then so Ryu and Ken randomly get thrown back in to the tent. I don't know why they're let go by the camera woman, Chung Li. I think it's like keep them there for their plan. So the camera woman, Honda and Chung Li and that have left a big box, like this telephone box, right? That they like disappeared in when they're doing their magic act. And they've left a camera in fucking that's like set in a timer. To give like a live feed of like her so she could reveal her plan to like.
And everyone's watching it.
Everyone gathers around. Like, what if there was like music? Like, if they were just having a normal day, like like night, which is what they were having, they probably wouldn't have heard like the fucking, because it plays like a wee chime. It's like, this is ready. Like, and then they open it. And what if they didn't open it? And then she's talking to the camera, hoping that Bison's watching, and she keeps playing with her hair. It's really weird. She's like, as if she's like in some sort of like fucking shampoo advert, and she keeps like touching up her hair, like, and goes, "Hi Bison, you've only got like 5 seconds to live. We're sending a bomb your way in the slowest truck." And the guy's like, and the 2 guys, as if like they've revealed themselves, like, we're actually not cameramen. Like,
we're not cameramen.
We have motives. Yeah, exactly. And then this truck's like coming towards the tent. at like 10 mile an hour, and people are just like screaming, run out the way. It's like you could easily send someone.
Soldiers.
Yeah, you could easily send someone to just run up to the truck, go in it, and just put the brakes on.
Yeah.
Like, and it's got explosive in the backs, so everyone's like, Bison's like fucking escape, and that's when the mad Russian guy says like the only funny line, which is fucking. Change the channel, like so.
Change the TV channel.
Yeah,
This
so we don't get bombed.
No longer a reality.
Yeah, exactly. Which is actually quite. A heavy caught me off guard. I was howling at it.
Because you're like, this is so stupid.
Yeah,
and
that's
a funny joke gets made, and the stupidity of it.
Yeah, exactly. So
I love being a genius.
Basically, the tent blows up, and it's like, and no one dies because they put it at like 10 mile an hour and gave them hundreds of times to escape. And they put Ken and Ryu in, who they basically told what the plan was to go into the tent. Obviously, they were going to leave and tell people, and if they were stuck, they were going to tell people what it was so they could leave as well. So Ken and Ryu, and that's how Ken and Ryu gained Bison's trust for some fucking reason, because they revealed that there was they called them spies, but they basically revealed that that there was a bomb going to go off. Somehow the camerawoman, Honda, and the other guy get captured. Don't know how. The boxing guy, they get captured by Bison. It doesn't show you that, and it's like take them to fucking like to the other hostages or something, but they go and torture them basically. And Sagat, for some reason, who was going to die a minute ago, is just in Bison's lair and chilling. And he's like, you can just hang about here if you want.
We didn't have a disagreement.
No, exactly, because your men who aren't your men, which is Ryu and Ken, revealed they were spies. So Bison's calmed down after that massive insult and burn in his face and the fucking.
They will talk, and then he's just. Is that what do we do with them? Is it they will talk or they will die?
Yeah.
Preferably both, and then he's like, take the journalist to my chambers.
Yeah, exactly. But it's because he's obviously being a pure pervert. So Honda and the boxer, they're getting tortured. And the guy tortures him for literally like half a minute and gives up. And the guy's like, oh my god, he's getting like whipped. And the guy's like, black guy's like, boxer, he's like, oh my god, are you okay? And he's like, my mind can be the it's supposed to be the sumo wrestler.
Yeah.
My body can be somewhere, my mind can be somewhere else. I just tune it out. And he's like, whoa, like I'm a sumo dude. I've been training my whole life. I've been training my whole life for this kind of.
Well,
torture.
you overeat and push people.
Your mind must be a fortress. So they're getting tortured. The guy gives up. This is a pointless scene. And it cuts to fucking like Ryu and Ken. Ryu and Ken are getting like uniforms, and the Russian guys like
their uniform ends up being their signature outfits.
Yeah, exactly. And he's like, you're part of us now. You can do some training and. You can stay in this fucking Mayan temple that we've put lockers in, with gym lockers and that, and people are all working out, and you can train here and fight our cause, whatever our cause is, because the Russian guy generally thinks that like they're the good guys because he's that stupid in it, and they're like, right, okay, we need to get out here, and he's like, we need to somehow find a way to escape, but we'll bide our time, Ken and Ryu, and then that's when the fucking big UN, it cuts to the big UN people come in. And they basically tell that Van Damme, like, we're shutting you down. And he's like, what? We're so close. He's like, no, you're going to give him the ransom. He's like, have you lost your mind? And he goes, you've lost your balls. Yeah, he's like, we're not giving him the ransom. He goes, next week will be 100 million. Then what? 200 million. He goes, you've lost your mind. He goes, no, you have lost your balls.
You're clearly insane. Yeah. No, you're clearly gay.
Yeah. And then he gives like the best speech of all time. He's like, these people want to go home. You can go home, or you can come and fight with me. And it's like the soldiers would rather go home, mate. Like,
I'd rather see my family again.
Yeah, that's what he says. Do you want to go home and see your families, or do you want to fight with me?
We can all go home. Well, I'm not going home.
Yeah, exactly. I want to fight with this guy.
I'm going to get on my boat, and I'm going upriver, and everyone's nodding, and I'm going to kick that son of a bitch Bison's ass so hard. And everyone's like, oh, yeah.
The next Bison wannabe's going to feel it.
And everyone's like that.
Okay, what an inspiring speech. It's like Braveheart.
So everyone's cheering with their guns.
And then the guy's like, you stop these people now, stop this, and fucking like this attack that they're about to do, this UN official. And then Van Damme goes to get in his like stealth boat, which has his fucking name plastered on it. At this point, people still think he's dead. Yeah, he's giving this round speech. There's a random woman, like this chaos. All the soldiers like running. There's just a random woman holding her shoe. Like,
What do I do?
Yeah, exactly. Do I stop them? How do I stop them? Just run about holding a shoe.
The bureaucratic people who don't understand how to move out, so they're all just like, oh, this isn't like the city.
Yeah, just stand still. Like, you just stand still and the soldiers run past you. She's like pure panicking.
Right.
She's like a lost child in a carnival. Like.
I need to move with the crowds too.
Yeah, exactly.
So they're all getting into their boats, they're all formatting.
The very expensive stealth boat.
Oh, yeah,
and the guy's like, stop these people, please. And he's like, I can't stop them. I've been fired. And he gets on his stealth boat.
Stop them, please. And then he's like looking around and goes, hey, I'd love to, but
I've been given my P45.
Avery's been fired. Yeah!
His wee helmet. Like, I don't know why he needs a helmet inside.
It's a fully covered speedboat, and then he's got like a safety helmet on.
A safety helmet, and he's wearing a life jacket, and it's like, it's a film, man. It's a kid's film. You could easily have just fucking not wore that shit.
Yeah.
Like, nobody would give a fuck.
Safety first, mate.
Yeah, the thing takes off dead slow. And then, so we cut Bison. Bison's in his lair, his sexy pad, his sex pad. And he's got Chung Li in it. He's dressed her up, and then he decides he's going to put on a different cloak and a different hat.
Yeah,
he's got like 5 different ones.
He's got all these different outfits for occasions, like sexually assaulting women.
Yeah, and he's got that Napoleon painting like on a horse. And it's class, man. I hope like the family still have that painting. Like, it'd be absolutely amazing to have that in your house.
I'd love to have myself painted in a fucking Napoleonic.
Yeah. He's pure amazing. He's got like a gold hat now, and he's got fucking sexy robes on. And she's telling him about basically like
but he's still got shoulder pads on.
Yeah,
in his dressing gown.
Yeah. And she's telling him how like, oh man, like I'm not a news reporter. And he's like, what? He's like, I've just used my 20 years of being a news reporter to get closer to you.
Yeah.
He's like,
surely there was other career paths.
Sure, I know. Surely there was a quicker way.
Like an arms dealer.
Aye, or like you could have like worked for him for a while to get closer to him. No, I'm going to become a news reporter, and that'll
completely separated from his organisation.
Yeah, that's a fool proof plan to get close to this fucking warlord.
It took fucking 20 years.
So this idiot, and she's saying that every continent she's been on when she's been a news reporter, she's been training for this one moment to fight, but she could get a loan. And Bison's like, wait, what? And then Bison goes, and then Bison's like, in fact, since you've been in this country, in fact, you've not even thrown a punch. Like, what? Like, have you been watching this news report on day in, day out? And she was fighting fucking like about 20 minutes ago in the film, like to escape that fucking what do you call it?
That's that.
The famous line. I've heard it so many times. I'm actually sick of it. But it is funny.
It is so good though. He's just going like, goes, you. Like, she's trying to do the whole.
She's talking about her backstory.
About
her dad's dead.
And all that.
Yeah.
He's just like,
he raided a village when he was a warlord before he became like a big fucking dictator.
Oh, and he's just like, she's just like. He's like, I don't remember. He goes, for you, which was the most important day of your life.
Bryson graced your village.
But for me, it was Tuesday.
She's like,
oh my god!
And it's actually like a decent like burn and a decent line, but then she goes, you don't remember? Like, and just pure ruins it. Just makes it more cringy than it has to be.
That could have been a good line.
Exactly. Yeah, if you just left it at that and cut to something else. But that's when she reveals that, oh my god, she can break her chains and she's a fighter, and he's like defenseless, and that's when it's showing like he's got this big skull fucking chandelier, a bone chandelier in his cave. Look.
Oh my god! It's a chandelier made with spinal cords, and then they just have wee like fucking and it's like skulls at it. That's so weird.
I know. And this is like his lair, and he's putting on like sexy music and stuff like that because he thinks that the
like,
woman that he's murdered our village and exactly, and he's murdered everyone else, and she's a captive that she's going to find him attractive. And then that's when she decides to like fly kick him from like fucking 40 feet away.
After flexing how she studied the martial arts of 3 continents.
Yeah, exactly. And he's like, oh my god, what a reveal. So she starts like pure fucking kicking fuck him, right? Because he's not repaired, because he's sitting there with his cocktail.
He's sitting
with his sexy robe.
He gets full kicked in the face. She keeps on kicking him.
Yeah.
And then he's just like...
He's like, against the ropes.
Aye. He is getting battered.
Yeah, I know.
Then...
He's getting thrown through glass and everything, man. And then that's when like you hear like Honda and that have escaped. And Ryu and that were going to help, but they end up like pure like strangling Ryu and stuff like that, thinking they're not helping. But then they for some reason decide to stop strangling them so they can hear what they're saying.
Wait, what is he saying
Yeah,
if he dies?
is he on our side? And he says, yeah, we're on your side. And he's like, okay, we trust you now.
We trust you because you told us, you made a statement.
Yeah, so all four of them are like running around this fucking like military fucking base with apparently no guards, and they managed to get like there's no guards outside like Bison's fucking room, which is so stupid, and they managed to like run into the room. That gives Bison that moment where he's getting his arse kicked to get into like his wee fucking like safety room, escape room, panic room. That's it. And then he turns on the gas. It's like they're pure banging it as if it's like hard glass, but you can see it pure bend.
It's moving about and all that.
Yeah,
like,
the door.
Like, if you actually hit that with any force, it fucking smash.
Exactly. So then he thingies the gas, but he's got like an open fire. It's like it definitely would be if it's like methane or whatever. It's definitely going to set the whole fucking room like ablaze. Like
and if you've got a fire, there is already ventilation in the room.
Yeah, exactly. I know. So they all get knocked out, and he's in his safety room just watching them. Crazy face.
Can't wait till this clears up. So I'm going to be stuck here for at least an hour.
I know. Exactly. I hope he's got his mobile on him, so he can play Snake.
Like, what's on Instagram in the 90s? But after this, that amazing scene, we're cutting back to Jean-Claude Van Damme
in a helmet.
Guile, with his wee stupid safety helmet and his safety and his stealth boat. Yeah. And then he's leading an army of boats that aren't stealth boats. Yeah, and that's when he talks back to his what do you call it? The non-Ryu actor that they paid a lot of money and didn't realise that he couldn't act. And he's like, "Yes, sir. Yeah. Formation attack." Formation attack.
It's fucking amazing. So that's when they're on a boat and they've decided that they're going to attack this mine temple by river. But the stealth boat's going to take out like their tracking.
The SAT missiles.
Oh yeah, exactly. But it's just all these miniguns that come out.
Yeah. They thought it would be like an actual like surface to air missile.
Yeah, something like that. But it's really just a minigun on a boat. And just before they go into battle, because Guile's feeling like a bit like reminiscent, he decides, I'm going to pull a video that I just carry about on my person at all times. This
a video of me and Charlie
cassette tape,
like fucking
having dinner.
Somebody's videoed where we're like pure seducing, charming off the pants of like two women. So then it cuts to this dramatic change of Charlie. Yeah, he's fucking massive. He's full Green. Hulk.
Yeah,
he's
grown hair.
He's went full ginger Hulk.
But like, when he puts on that video in the boat, why has the boat got a video player on it? A VHS player or a cassette tape? Because it's like a tiny fucking like video player that comes out his pocket. So who installed a video fucking player in this boat? A stealth boat.
Exactly. Like who's going like that? You know.
That's what this needs.
Like on a boat where it's fucking loud as fuck and you're smashing through the water. You're going to want to listen to a few cassettes or watch a few home movies. And he starts playing it, and like Kelly, the other officers will be like, "What are you doing? Like, we're about to go into battle. Fucking focus here, mate." And he's sitting there watching a home video. About his wee mate. He's potentially dead. Yeah, and then about them like try to like shag these two lasses
at a restaurant.
On at leave. Yeah, exactly.
We cut to Blanca, and Blanca's all changed.
Subject's muscle mass is increased to 72%. That's the line. Muscle mass.
They just keep saying that over and over again, like throughout the whole film. That's the announcer woman that's in the fucking the AI, the Tannoy AI woman. And the scientist basically has a good heart because he's like working against his will, and he decides that at 49% red, he's going to then start uploading nice videos of Martin Luther King and weddings, and that'll start going blue because blue is good and red is bad. So the next 51% is going to...
were in office when this was made.
So the 51% of this guy's genetic makeup is going to be good things.
Yeah.
Because he's playing a video of a win.
And then the guys just start smiling instead of, being angry.
Yeah, you know. So he's doing this. The scientist is doing this when the other one's not really looking or caring. So Bison's out. Finally, the poison smoke is cleared, and everyone's waiting on him for ages. And the four Honda and all that, and Ryu and Chung Li, they're all fucking like been arrested, and he's basically saying, "You're naughty, very naughty guys, Bison." And he says, "Maybe if you worked together, you might have got me, but you worked against each other." Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Like, based on what? Like, when were they not working together?
Again, we're just getting thrown into something
yeah.
where there's no introduction or first act.
It's all filmed in different fucking order,
Yeah,
so they have no idea what's going
the
on.
sequence is so out of sync, and we actually finally get to see the boat go in stealth mode.
Yeah, which is amazing. They have to bring their helmets down.
Yeah.
And then when it happens, they like shake, like as if like somehow the camouflage on the outside of the boat has an effect on the inside of the boat.
Yeah.
And it's like, what? It's like, is they're in the TARDIS? Like, whoa!
There's some Highlander electricity effect going over
Yeah,
it to be
isn't
like,
it?
yeah, stealth mode still active, guys.
Yeah, and then they can take their helmets off once the stealth mode is activated. But when they open, they let the gun come out, and they're going to shoot a satellite. Well, I call it a satellite. It's like a red mesh.
That's what those satellites are. They're meant to be for detecting like any aircraft.
But what are they going to shoot? It's going to go right through it.
Yeah,
it's big gaps. It's
like,
just like a mesh. It's like shooting a net.
Yeah, it's like a minigun. You need a missile to blow that up, and then it's just a minigun. It just shoots like this satellite, and then the satellite obviously blows up.
Yeah, but you don't see it blow up. You just see the side of a canal blowing up, like in a line, because they've just put explosives along a line.
We all know how flammable satellites are.
And the best part, my favourite part of the film, is the satellites are blown up, and there's this like there's a Jamaican character in this that's he's like the guy that hacks the signal, and he's Bison's like
DJ.
DJ's name as well done. He's going, "Sir, something's going on weird," and Bison's like, "What?" Because Bison's just always like walking about his lair, like fucking where all the videos and all the camera, like there's just constant cameras everywhere, and he's got like this massive TV made up of like 12 or 15 different TVs that constantly shows like the news channels, and then now it's cutting to outside his lair, and this is the best bit. He goes like, something's happening to like our radars like just outside the Mayan temple. They're like blown up and not working and stuff like that. And he goes, cut to a feed, and it just shows the water of the canal near the fucking near the temple, and you can see like something, and the water is moving at speed towards, but because the camouflage is on, so it's like it's not really very good fucking camouflage when you can see the water moving towards you, like something's obviously coming. Like
it's like seeing an invisible car and all the dust kicking up behind it.
Yeah,
it's like, right, well, that's not a tornado.
Yeah, obviously there's a car that I can't see coming towards us, and we know exactly what it is because we can see where the water's kicking up, and the guy goes, and that's when Bison's like, try the infrared, try turning all our sensors on. Yeah. And then that's when it's Kylie Minogue reveals they're jamming our signal.
Stealth boat is no longer a stealth boat.
There's so many signals in this film.
Yeah.
People are fucking amazing at jamming signals, sending signals, and tracking signals.
I mean, I'd fucking love not to know how to send some signals.
So then he reveals, Colonel Guile. He must be no. He doesn't get revealed at that point, actually. Guile is just like somebody in a boat coming towards us. But they decided, obviously, Guile's fucking name is on the outside of the boat. So you'll know he's alive. So there's a big lever that Bison authorised.
Activate attack mode for the entire building.
Yeah, it just changes alert. Like, all it does is send a signal out, and people say, look,
off-duty personnel are no longer off-duty.
Wake up and put your uniform on. They don't blow anything up. It's like then later the guy, they've got their own miniguns. It's just probably the same minigun been moved about to save money in the film, and they start shooting the boat. But it's like it's a steel boat, and you've got a minigun. It's not going to do it, unless there's anything exposed, and the bullet somehow nicks into like an air vent or something, and I don't know, breaks the air conditions. It's not going to do anything.
And then you're seeing the boat just like unfazed, keep driving,
exactly.
getting shot.
Yeah. But they're like, we're under attack. They're panicking, but nothing's going to break.
Oh my god, our bulletproof shields are up.
They're working effectively.
Was it? Oh wait, Guile's fucking extra line. Your ass is 6 months overdue, and now it's mine.
That's when he breaks into their signal.
Yeah.
And again, Guile somehow ends up on the big TV that's so they can have another Zoom call. There's just constant Zoom calls. And he goes, Bison's alive, and it's like, yeah, well, the boat that says Colonel Guile on the outside, he's in that.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and then somehow Bison's figured out that Ken and Ryu were spies for Guile the whole time. Don't know how. And then he makes another burn on Sagat. He goes, "Don't you realise, you fucking idiot?" Because Sagat's like, "Wait, what?" And he's like, "Your fucking new fucking mercenary pals were spies for Guile the whole time. I don't know if you didn't see that." He covers one of his eyes because the guy's got an eye patch, and it's like, that's a bit harsh, man. Like, don't you talk about him not having an eye?
That
like,
Bison's just like, I mean,
it's just brutal.
I've burned him. I'm relentless.
Yeah, exactly. She's up your arsehole on this. So basically, Bison's got fucking like mines in the river.
What's the floating ones?
Aye, basically, and he just starts like
He
blowing
gets
up.
in his wee Dr. Eggman fucking like little platform.
Yeah,
And
floating
then
platform.
starts flying about because he's like, right, I need to be above everybody now.
He's like, my shift's starting.
And he throws his cape. This is his first signature cape throw, where he throws his cape back.
Yeah, he does it like 4 times at the end of the film. It's really good. And he starts fucking blowing up all the mines, which I don't know.
That are like on a map.
Yeah.
Like, there's a background of a map. And
But they're not spread out. They're like 2 people can play this game. It's it's basically an arcade machine.
It's like an arcade. And then
So it makes no sense.
And he keeps on pushing the buttons too late.
Yeah, and it just shows the same clip of the same mine moving from the water and blowing up all the time. And Van Damme's like, whoa, trying to move it the way.
And their camera feed of the boat is on like Crash Bandicoot, because it's just a side profile.
Yeah.
So it's just those games, like a 2D game.
Yeah.
And
that's when your mad Native American guy goes, they've locked on as their target. And it's like, no, they're just floating mines that when you touch they blow up. He's like, they've somehow locked on us. We got any, and then that's when Van Damme goes, well, we better start swimming before that happens. Then, and they start taking their belts off, and like as if it's in it. There's no missile coming. Yeah, it's a mine. You just need to avoid it.
It's a mine with a scope on it.
You just need to avoid it. A mine with a magnet on it. And it's like they jump out the fucking boat before it blows up, and then that's when fucking Bison shouts he's a fucking amazing fucking line, game over, because he's done his job.
Fatality.
Yeah, exactly. Because he's done fucking Van Damme. So he thinks Van Damme's now finally dead, and Chung Li's like gutted, but Chung Li didn't know him or like him.
I'm gutted because I met him once.
I tried to interview him once, and he stole my microphone off me and pushed me out the way. What a man! And then tried to arrest me. Like, it's just nonsense. So Blanca's now at nearly like 100%, but the scientist has been found out that he's been feeding them marriage videos.
At the clips of like, you know,
wedding videos.
He looks at the clips of like apparently like, I don't know, moral goodness.
Yeah.
And then it's like the images of Martin Luther King speaking at events, and then like,
he's like, because he's went full caveman.
I don't get this. Oh, and the scientist ends up getting killed. The wee scientist, he gets killed, and then I think like
he gets thrown into liquid plasma, which is just basically like Gatorade, different colours of Gatorade in a sack.
Right, yeah, the big wine, the big IV bags are like 2 litres, but like,
and that's to reveal that he's going to change, and he's in the second one he's going to have powers of some sort, which is
Blanca's getting fucking activated at this
accidentally
point.
out his chamber. And we don't know what he's going to be like. We just know he's super strong, but he's a wild beast. We don't know if he's going to be nice, is it going to be good or evil. Again, like a child's rightness.
And then
he escapes.
And then he gets out, but he's scared because of the sparks.
Yeah, and the scientist is getting like strangled, and he decides that that scientist is a friend, even though he's never seen him.
Yeah.
And he like picks up the bad scientist and throws him away.
The bad Russian scientist,
because he knows good from evil. And then that's just heavy weirdness, but right. So like this is the first time you kind of see the random soldiers of Bison, and they have like their own language, which is basically like they literally talk like it's just like random fucking durka mahabachita. Like it's yeah, and there's no subtitles for it because it's like this is just a language that they've not even made up. They're just saying say gibberish and laugh.
Then they'll get alarmed, and then they turn around, and then there's a fucking giant elephant in there, and then it's just like,
just walk past. It's like how much did they pay for that?
And then it's like, what kind of awareness would you have, like, to be like an elephant alarmed you when it was only like 20 feet away?
I know, you didn't feel its fucking feet hit the floor and vibrating your whole fucking.
Kind of dehumanize them just by like, let's make them not have a language and smoke
and laugh at an elephant that they brought in like for this one
stupid
shoot.
Elephant. And then like John Claude fucking like pops up like from like where their knees are.
Aye.
So he's just been like kind
crawling
of
for like hundreds of yards.
and they've just not noticed this guy. He's just and he starts like fucking like beating the shit out of them, and then Kylie Minogue and random Native American soldier.
Who's now like just changing costumes halfway through the film, and they ambush them. And one of my favourite bits, Kylie Minogue jumps on this guy's shoulders, snaps his neck. He's dead. She then decides to flip him after he's dead, and then punch the dead corpse like in the face, is like just to make sure. Like after you've snapped his neck, and like, we'll do two more.
Back from that.
2 more moves just to make sure. You snapped his neck 5 minutes ago, and she's still punching him.
What is a Kylie Minogue song?
I can't remember. Snap neck. Yeah.
Yeah.
Punch him.
I'm Kylie Minogue.
Yeah. Punch him after I snap his neck.
Wait, what is a Kylie Minogue song?
Spinning around, get out of my way. Right. I'll snap your neck.
Fucking
punch you after you're already dead. Like it like
song?
this.
Do we know any other Kylie Minogue
Probably
songs
like
at the top of our head?
one or two, but this is more important.
Let's get back to
her British character is more iconic than her songs.
Well, she's Australian.
But she's British in this.
Oh, she might be British.
Aye, that's why she talks like this, my lord.
Oh.
You better not steal my queen, Bison. And hold her ransom, because I don't... Well, actually, she could take the currency and she could make a fortune. Like, that's what she should do out of this. Let him steal the queen, take the currency, all those notes.
Can they possibly?
And go back to Britain.
This guy has just only conquered Southeast Asia, and that isn't a very hard bit of the world to apart from China.
One country? Supposed to be. It's like one country. It's barely like he's conquered this jungle. He's expanding.
Well, this is meant to be in Thailand.
Yeah.
This jungle.
It's called Shadaloo. It's fake.
It was
doesn't exist.
And it was filmed during the time when there actually was conflict in Thailand.
Yeah, we've seen that actually. Right.
When after they've beat up apparently the sentries, the people that were on watch.
Yep.
They are like approaching some kind of fucking Mayan structure.
Oh yeah, Mayan
like
temple
in Thailand.
Yeah, that's a good point. Forgot about that.
And then like
that's the lair.
Yeah. It's like the entrance to the lair. Like fucking so dumb.
Yeah.
And then like Jean-Claude Van Damme, JD. He just goes like, "Hey, what's with the headband?" to his pal, who's apparently Native American all of a sudden. Because only 2 nationalities that can be truly fucking represented here.
He was wearing
an American guy and a fucking Native American guy.
He was wearing like the normal soldier uniform, and then all of a sudden he's in this like black fucking like vest, like
stealth camo,
like Cherokee stealth vest.
Like some that was something made out of a bison.
Yeah. I made this on the way here in the last like 300 yards, but while you were crawling. I was standing up.
I was crafting clothing for the lad.
Yeah.
But he's just like, "Hey, what's with the headband?" And he goes, "It's Cherokee.
Yeah.
I wear it for good luck in battle." And then
that's that like, guy. He's one of the characters in Street Fighter. Yeah.
Oh, look, it's Nightwolf, guys.
Yeah.
And then JD's just like that. You should have brought 3, and that's it. That's just the scene. It's just like, what the?
That's his character. It's just a checkbox. Like we revealed that character. Moving on.
Diversity for everyone.
Yeah, exactly.
JD enters the base.
Yeah.
And then he bumps into Charlie. Who's
Blanca.
Fucking ugly motherfucker. So like
they've just given him a big eyebrow. As they do in all these films, they just like plaster the eyebrows.
The Neanderthal them.
Yeah, they always do that because they're like, oh, that's like the biggest change we can do with it keeping it on their face, like prosthetics not falling off.
Look how primitive it is. His forehead is extended.
Yeah, exactly.
So Charlie,
I'm coming, Charlie.
He just starts attacking him.
Yeah.
And then like. He goes, "Charlie, come on!
It's me!
With me, we're friends!" Friends! And then he just goes like...
because all the like the experiments that aren't experiments, which are just videos being played to him, is
Martin Luther King kept his ability for good, but wanting his ability to communicate.
Yeah, exactly.
But like, it just gets to... so he goes like... Oh God,
William?
Damn it! What am I? Like, and he's like, what have they done to me?
Yeah.
When he goes, oh help me, please help me.
He can now talk.
He starts like kind of being self-aware, and then like fucking Jean-Claude just like, I'll help you. And then,
it snaps. He's so willing.
Snap decision. I was going to grab this gun that's on the floor,
kill my best friend.
Kill my best pal. That's the only way I can help him.
A 2-second decision. Like it's not like it's not like as well. That's the thing. It's not like other things are going on. He's broken into the lab. Everything's like extremely calm. Nobody knows he's broken into the lab. So like, it's not a split. He's got a split second to make the decision whether to kill him or not kill him. Like it's just, and he's now not being strangled. So he's literally just like, I'll help you. And he's just basically going to put down this deranged dog in his head and like this sick dog.
I'm going to blow your head off, you monster. Even though you just communicated to me, you're in pain and distress, and you remember me as your friend.
Yeah, and one of the whole reason of this film in his head, like his motive is to get you out, like to get his pal out. Cause
it turns out my pal's a bit fucked up.
Yeah,
so that's
that done. The operation. I says to his soldiers, cancel the invasion. He goes, I've killed him.
I wasn't hot anymore, so I can't fucking get a good wingman to nail chicks with, like in that video in the boat.
Exactly. So he goes to shoot him, and then that's when the other character steps in. The scientist, and now he's lost his hair off screen. I think that was shot and they cut it out, apparently.
Mate, he loses so much in this film.
He loses his internal...
His integrity.
Yeah. Basically, he steps in and he's bald now and he says, no, like, I'll take care of, like, Blanca. And then fucking Jean-Claude Van Damme's just automatically like, I don't know you, but okay.
Whatever, man.
Like, whatever. He just like puts his hand in front of the gun and he's just like, you can't kill him because he doesn't know between good and evil or something like that.
Yeah, he doesn't. He can feel them, and he goes, so you're sitting saying because he can't tell the difference.
Yeah.
You have to kill him.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what kind of weird philosophical fucking argument have you cooked up?
Yeah, exactly. So basically, then Jean-Claude Van Damme goes, right, I need to take down Bison, so he fucks off, and then the place kind of starts like crumbling a bit, and then you don't know what happens to the scientist Blanca. They just disappear. Like nothing. I don't think you see them again in the film.
You see them again, but it's like like the
just trying to escape. Mm-hmm.
But the scientist has lost his top.
Oh, is he?
So he's only got...
Because in the film, that's what he in the game, that's what it looks like. He's dressed exactly like that, and he becomes like Mr. Fantastic for some reason. I didn't know that. It's weird. So
he's stretching.
So like he falls and all. That's why he loses his hair. He falls and all the liquids fall on top of him, and then he gets different powers. And
I hate it when liquids falls on top.
it's like Gatorade. Like it's just bottles of Gatorade basically emptied into these sacks.
5 litre wine.
It is exactly, and it's glowing, and they just fucking it falls on him. It's like, oh, he's now a fucking mutated.
Guess you can do anything we fucking write now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
There's just a scene where he's like, no, it's alright, I'll take care of him, and then like he's just got his top off. He looks almost as insane as Blanca's.
Exactly. Yeah. And the fake chains. It looks like he's bought from like a Halloween coat.
Yeah, it looks
it's
like
terrible.
Shit S&M.
It's bad. So then it goes to Bison, and Bison's talking to the captives. And he's basically like another fucking great line. He's like, the world thought very little of you. They weren't willing to pay the ransom.
He calls it the pittance.
Does it? The pittance of like 200 billion or whatever it is.
It's 20 billion. Right? So 63 relief worker hostages.
He's brilliant.
So that's $317,460,000 per hostage. Like,
I love that you've done that.
I looked at it and I just remember at the start. I was like, I wrote.
Yeah, but remember he kills it. So like, the hostages even go up because remember we were saying they're now rare because he starts killing them.
So it increases their value. It's like the more than the GDP of fucking Thailand. Like,
the pretend countries in Shadaloo.
Shadaloo.
Pretty sure the announcer like says a different type of name every time. Shabadabadoo.
It looks like whatever.
Fred Flintstone's fucking Shabadabadoo.
Guess there's more going on. Whatever the fuck.
Just for phoning it in. So then he goes, they were too little to even amount a decent rescue attempt. It was like, mate, they're inside your fucking thing, you fanny. Like,
pretty sure there was an army of boats coming.
They're still coming at you. Yeah. So he's been distracted, and then I think it cuts to like that guy that's supposed to be JCVD, Jean-Claude Van Damme's character, the guy who's supposed to play. No, he's supposed to play Ryu. He's supposed to play Ryu.
Oh, yeah, the guy that couldn't speak enough English to be Ryu.
Aye. Just again keeps cutting to him and just looking out at the boats attacking basically, and it's because they paid him so much money they give him that screen time. So Bison says you'll be killed by a wild beast, so he's going to unleash Blanca. And he said a beast born of my own genius. He's like clenching his hand. Yeah, it's so good. He
just loves those leather gloves.
Aye, mate, it's brilliant. You can pure hear it as well. It's like fucking Britney Spears and fucking Oops, I Did It Again, which is in that Reddit, and someone deletes the music and you can just hear the fucking latex rubbing. It's brilliant.
Fuck yeah, S&M.
This whole film is S&M. So that's when like the chamber's supposed to come up.
Yeah, but it's pure needlessly like extravagant. Like blades come out the floor.
What are the blades for? Is that to like direct them?
I think that's what it was. It was meant to be like a kind of funneling tool.
Right, funneling tool to funnel the beast.
Yeah, because like beasts are afraid of blades.
Yeah, like instead of being like a cage and having a corridor of cage, like it goes to like the captives, like he's got blades, so he's like, what if he
jumps
over? Exactly. What if he's created a beast that can jump? Like apparently we find out that Jean-Claude Van Damme can do like a 20.
Don't worry, guys, because if you thought Blanca isn't going to be there and isn't going to do something crazy, Jean-Claude Van Damme just fucking. With no running start.
He's inside a very tight chamber.
Yeah, imagine being inside.
Can you swing a dead cat?
Yeah, exactly. Imagine being inside a porter cabin, and then there's a guy 20 feet away from you.
You open the door,
and you're confident you can fucking jump towards them.
Fly feet at pace. And when you get there, you're still travelling at pace, like you would go further.
If we knew more about physics, we'd do the fucking mathematics.
Oh, mate, it's amazing. And he's actually lower as well. Like, he's not on like Bison's on like slightly on a higher level as well. So he comes like absolutely flying out this thing about 20 mile an hour. Like.
We're talking about he's like at least 12 feet up vertical, and then he's travelled 20 feet. So
across.
I don't know if he'd been fucking taking some of the excess steroids that Blanca was pumped up.
He's taking a shot before he comes out.
Yeah.
And then starts fighting Bison.
Yeah.
And then he starts shooting at him. And it's like all the guards, it's like stormtroopers, all the guards are shooting him, and Bison's got a handgun. Assault rifles, and he's got a handgun, and he's taking him out with a handgun.
He's like pointing a pistol, and then like getting behind like, I don't know, a fucking...
a monitor.
A monoblock. At one point, he takes cover behind a single block. And then like he fucking kicks like a control panel, and it like blows up.
It does, and it as in like in the 90s in these films, when you kick or shoot a control panel, it does exactly what you wanted it to do when you were too confused to see what button worked.
Disables it, and there's a shower of fucking sparks come out in satisfying way.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, I need this elevator to open, and he's like, shoot it, and the elevator's opens. This bit I found fucking crazy. So he's running to take cover because obviously he's one person against like 20. Right? He's only got a handgun. He runs to the cover, but then stays on the same side as the people.
Even spreads himself out on it.
Yeah. Like instead of jumping over it and putting his arms over it to shoot, so you're not getting shot, he stays on the same side, so they can still shoot at him.
The only thing that makes him stop is that he runs out of ammo, but then he proceeds to like throw like some shard of metal
that he finds on the floor.
Guy. Exactly, and he's like, yeah.
He pins him, and the guy ends up fucking like leaning over, and it's like a red alert thing for all the stations. So like he obviously like leans on the button to red alert everybody. And he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that knife on that one guy.
I'd still at that guy.
Yeah, maybe a little bit earlier. So then everyone's like hitting the lockers. They're like, get to the lockers. That's where all our army gear is. Like, it's so fucking stupid.
It's really fucking. He's taking.
So Ryu and that are like running to the locker bit.
They all like, well, everybody else just runs behind Jean-Claude Van Damme, who's been shot at. He's the centre of the conflict.
Yeah, exactly. And nobody knows they've infiltrated at this point.
They're just like, right, let's get behind the one guy getting shot at because he'll tell us what to do.
Yeah, and it's like generic bad guy lair talk in the background, as if this is like Austin Powers. It says, all personnel to battle stations. What's the battle stations? Where are they going? It's like when a fire alarm goes off and it's like everyone go to the safe area. It's the designated safety area. Like
I'd get that more if you're on a spaceship or something.
I know what you mean. And you go to like the guns and you go to whatever. It's like where the battle,
and then go to a docking thing.
But and also what's worse is like they're already inside. So it's like, what are the battle stations when they're inside the hive or whatever you want to call it,
I
like
suppose
the mine.
it'd be the battlements, wouldn't it? It'd be like the...
It'd be the bits outside when you're trying to defend the temple, which they didn't do at any point because they blew up that one ship and thought the job was done.
Oh yeah, they went back inside. Like, screw this.
Yeah, it's like, oh, that's job done. I didn't realise that the AN nations would send one boat.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Pathetic.
You know exactly. Yeah.
So we get to the point where like the big sumo guy.
Aye.
And the fucking Russian dude.
Yeah,
like,
meet each other.
Meet each other and they start fighting.
Yeah.
But then like all of a sudden, kaiju noises just start coming on, and then like no one's questioning it. Everyone's cool with it.
Yeah, it's Godzilla soundtrack.
It's Godzilla, and then like.
And they also make two Japanese guys watch it in a monitor.
Yeah.
Like as if like you guys will like this. And, like yeah, exactly. It's fucking so weird. Like, sir, you'd want to see this. That's what she said. Why?
You're gonna want to see this for cultural reasons.
Why would he want to see this? These two fat guys fight.
The Russian guy's fucking massive, mate.
Yeah.
But they're both like fighting, and then there's like some little miniature town or city.
It's the Bisonica, the Bison village or whatever. The place where he wants to. It's a template. That he wants to branch out in the world is to make all cities like this.
Okay.
But it's like it's not. It's like like the size of a large hospital.
Yeah.
It's not a city. You need more. You need more than that. Yeah,
it's
exactly.
Like Southern General.
Yeah.
Just like mass produced.
Mate, yeah, exactly. And he's like, yes, this will be the template for the new world I'm going to build. And it's like, mate, that's one building.
Yeah.
Like, and so they're built. They're like, it's like a cardboard we cut out. Third scale kind of, and they're like fucking like destroying it basically, and apparently that's what he needs to see. Sir, Commander, you need to see this. Like, why? We're in the middle of an assault.
He doesn't question it.
He's like, yes, this is what I.
Yeah.
Great work, officer.
You will go far in the field of battle.
Yeah, this is interesting viewing. But we've also that's the bit where Kelly Minogue and the Native American guy start fighting him from the outside. The boxer and the Hawaiian guy who's supposed to be a sumo wrestler. Yeah. That's when they're like, "What do you want us to do to Guile?" And it's like, "What? Like, what's the plan?" And he's like, "Shoot them, get a gun,
just fucking get in my way."
Yeah, exactly. But I think he asks Ryu and Ken to do a specific task, and it's to get the captives out. And he's like, I've got two guys on the job. When someone says, "What about the captives?" And he's like, I've sent two random mercenaries that I don't know if I can trust to go do the specific job that we've came here to do. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Because he's like, I just want to shoot Bison, basically. Also, that like one of my favourite bits is like, so they go, where's Blanca? Like Bison decides during a fight where guns are flying, he goes to the mad DJ guy and goes like, where's Blanca? Why did Van Damme come out of that? Yeah. And it's like, you've not solved the problem first, mate. And then, you know, it's like he's doing like the accident report while the accident's still happening, basically. And he's like, what happened to Blanca? So they cut to like the lab, and Blanca's like fucking like.
When it cuts to it, and it just goes like it just shows like an image of like Martin Luther King.
Yeah, no, he's like throwing guards about first, and then it goes, what was his programming? And it shows like a kid like just playing in a park, and then he pure punches the kid on the screen, like he just punches the screen. It's brilliant. Like I've just written down like punches child.
Punches child
in face.
Priti Patel.
Yeah, exactly. And then that's when the ground assault's happening and outside, and all the officers are like right on the temple, and there's like nobody outside the temple defending it because they all have to deal with Jean-Claude Van Damme inside it.
They all have to help back him up.
Yeah, but how did like it's like in the chaos? How did like the 6 prisoners like Honda and all that just walk over to Van Damme? They don't escape.
Like, there's a bit where like they're all like handcuffed to some fucking handrail.
And then there's suddenly you don't
combine their strength to like rip the handrail off.
Oh, do they? For fuck's sake.
Apparently like nobody can react to it because it's such an ingenious move.
Yeah, exactly.
Like if it's all one handrail, they're still all attached to that handrail. It's not like they don't have to slide it off to one side.
Think about it. And guns are flying, bullets are flying.
Just by looking at them, I don't think they're that coordinated.
Exactly. And then you DJ's like, sir, like they're fucking all over us, bust that, and he goes, defeat is a possibility, and that's when DJ starts like,
we shall stoically, we shall stand in the face of defeat stoically like a true warrior. DJ's just pure back.
He's like, yeah, I'm gonna fuck off, mate.
I'm gonna go back to Jamaica.
Yeah, which is where my accent is from. I don't know if you noticed.
Which he literally says so many times about how he can't wait to go back to fucking
the well in Jamaica.
Crime-ridden Jamaica.
Yeah. And Ryu and Ken end up having a pure domestic because Ryu wants to actually save the prisoners and Ken wants to take the opportunity to fuck off.
One thing I thought about that was that Ryu got really fucking high and mighty about developing a conscience all of a sudden, and then he's just pure like, because Ken's just like, oh yeah,
giving him grief
that.
about it.
And he's like, I'm not going to do that. He goes, I know you're. He goes, I don't understand why you're doing this. He's like, I know you don't. Mate,
that's why I'm better than you. It's literally what you said.
It's funny just because like 20 minutes later, Ken does the exact same thing.
I know.
Just the idea he's pure like, I'm better because I'm dressed in white.
Yeah,
and
I know
I'm
exactly.
Asian. You're
the sleaze. You're the sleazy American. That's the way this is written.
You're not even blonde like the real Ken.
Yeah, and then Guile's like fucking getting shot at. And he's like swinging about. Somehow he's up high, and then he's swinging about to his ledges. And a guy's shooting him while he's swinging. But it cuts to a guy shooting, swinging. Then he's swinging. He lands on a platform, and all of a sudden the guy just stops shooting because it was not filmed at the same fucking time. It was just like, add a guy in shooting at one point, as if he's shooting at Van Damme, but we'll not show that.
Continuity is nothing.
Exactly. And then they all come out.
They're all coming out. He's on the walkway. And all the soldiers are lining up, getting into a firing squad, and he pulls out a fucking I don't know how many.
Switchblade.
A 6-inch knife.
Yeah. Up his face.
He doesn't take it out like brandishing it to them. He's like got it next to his head as though he's measuring it.
Yeah. And he's like, I'll take yous on. And then that's when Bison comes out.
They all start getting scared, and he's like, oh sweet, like they're fucking scared of me. And then he turns around and realizes the whole army is backing him up, and then he actually looks disappointed. So he's like, oh, it turns out I'm not the hardest cunt in the entire planet.
But he thinks that in real life.
But in real life he's just got a line of gear.
As you can see here, I am just pretending to be insecure.
In real life he's got a line of gear waiting for him.
So, then that's when the UN kind of take over the building. Now, again, we go back to the TVs. Like, if there was no monitors in this film, man, they'd be so hard to write. There'd be so much to write and explain how anything happens. Suddenly, Bison's now not on the...
He's on a giant screen, and he's like, hello, and he's like, oh, you go to you.
Hello, is this thing on? Do. Answer.
Hello, deliver it. No, like he's just pure like, you would use your pathetic weapons and not admire the true purity of combat. But like,
unarmed combat.
But he's on the giant screen when he's doing this.
Where is he? Because it's on the same.
He's in the shot. Like they're looking at the screen, and then Jean-Claude Van Damme's like, come out from behind the screen, wizards, like needlessly referencing
just
Jonathan.
Look up.
Yeah,
he's in your eye line.
He's like, he's there. He's not even behind anything. He's just like, and I'm like,
she's like, the screen's below him, and it's like the camera just pans, and he's just above the screen. So why did it show the screen in any way? Like, it's like as if they paid a lot of money for the screens, all these TVs, and it's like we really need to get our money's worth for these monitors, man.
I love the use of screens. There's like so many times where people are
because it fills all the ambiguity and the plot holes. Like it fills all those problems. Like how would he then speak to him? Use the TV. How would he then communicate with him? We'll use the TV. It's stupid as fuck.
They do it so often with points where like Kylie Minogue, you're convinced that like she's having some kind of fucking video conversation.
I know.
With Jean-Claude Van Damme, but then he's holding the wee screen up, and I'm like, wait, there's no receiving camera.
Exactly, there's no way they could speak to each other.
And I'm just like, what's
It's just the director saying say these lines,
yeah,
and we'll figure out how you'll get it across to each other.
And then
Bison swings, which is class, and his eyes are fucking amazing. Like they're bulging his head.
At this point,
he's furious, man.
They've attached ankles to his retinas to stop his eyes flying out.
I know. And he's like, right, I'm fucking taking Bison on 1v1, and this is the main fight. Guile versus Bison, who are not the main characters in fucking Street Fighter. But in this film, they are.
I suppose Bison.
He is kind of one of the main baddies. I think Sagat is the main. I'm pretty sure Sagat is the main baddie in the first one. this is technically says it's based on Street Fighter 2, but that's just to include certain characters.
Right.
But the first one, I'm pretty sure that Sagat's actually the main bad guy,
I
and
get
then
so
he's
mixed up with
retired in
Tekken.
this.
I
I
get so
know,
mixed
mate.
up.
I know. Much better film. No,
Yeah.
better team.
Okay, we fighting.
Tekken's not got a film. No, I think
What?
about it. Why is Tekken not got a film? That's fucking weird. No one made that attempt when they
Didn't-
made, because this made money, and so did Mortal Kombat made quite a decent amount of money.
Tekken's all no, it's not all Japanese, but
Aye.
it's heavy Japanese centered.
Yeah,
Like,
I thought it was so satisfying, to be fair. They've just fucking absolutely rinsed it to make it all like fucking American. So then Guile and
Guile
Bison
and
are fighting.
Bison are fucking 1v1.
Aye, and they're like, one will throw a punch and then it'll show that punch like 3 or 4 times to like fill the fucking screen time. Is this the only fight at this point? Is this a proper fight?
No, there's loads of fights going on.
No, I know, but like 1v1's actual street fight. This is the only
Well, I
actual
suppose the two
fight,
guys
really.
kaiju fighting could be considered.
I know, but you don't see it. They're
I
just struggling with each other, and it's like you're not seeing it because you're seeing it through a security camera.
Ryu and Ken start fighting with Sagat.
Aye, a wee bit. Aye, I
Vega.
guess. Aye, I just mean like the
Yeah,
point of a
an actual
1v1.
yeah,
Aye, this is the
yeah.
only fucking fight. It's at
Yeah,
the,
no, good
the
point.
very end of the
I
fucking
mean, the two
film.
biggest actors have to do the 1v1.
Yeah, exactly.
Shame one of them was like, dying.
Aye,
The other one was
I know.
like fucking waiting on his next line.
Yeah, exactly.
The bit I thought was really funny was like they're fighting,
Mm-hmm.
and then it begins with John Claude uppercutting him,
Mm-hmm,
but then it just turns from an uppercut into a bicep post.
Yeah, it
And
zooms
turns
in.
eye.
Why does it zoom in? Like right in the flag and right on his arm.
I don't know
and,
if it was meant to be the arm or the flag, or meant to just
I
make
thought
a
it was-
link between them.
Aye, to show that he is definitely that character.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
definitely American, even
Yeah.
though his accent's shit.
Look how bulging his bicep is, because he's
Yeah.
a patriot.
Oh, it's so funny. And then he starts hitting his head off like it looks like a bell.
Aye,
like,
smacks his head off.
where's
a
that
bell
come
that's
from?
sitting there, and
What's
then-
that? What's that there for?
I don't know, mate. But it's the fact that there's a hat. His hat stays on.
Aye,
His hat
so
does
the whole
not fucking
time.
move.
That's a good point. He gets cracked in the face and he's getting thrown about. He swings at one point. His hat doesn't come off.
Seen cunts get tackled and their fucking their football helmet
Yeah.
comes off their head. Like,
Exactly.
And then this guy can't like lose a colonel hat.
Yeah, and then I like the bit where Guile gets Bison like kind of against a wall, and apparently this is like a move. So that's a thing you kind of tip your hat off to, and to the people. They do go out their way to try and everyone's got a signature move, and they do just go like, right, just get this in, like get it, and they don't ignore it. So like fair play to them. So like, apparently one of Guile's moves is a backwards kick, so he backflips and kicks the person at the same time.
Right, okay.
But they show it, and then he does it half a second later, and it's the exact same clip. They just show it again, like they just record it again.
Double it.
But like I think Bison's like maybe not in the same scene, so he like reacts differently to both kicks to make it look different.
Right,
but it's the
right.
same as if like Van Damme's like, I can't do that again, fucking that
Yeah.
perfect. So like they just play the same thing. It cuts to the other. This is when everybody's fighting, but again there's.
Boxer and Chung Li are like
Aye.
trying to convince soldiers to.
But
tell them-
where's the boxer get boxing gloves from?
I don't know, but why has he got boxing gloves?
That because in that's his character.
No,
That's
but
his thing,
I'm
man.
thinking though that if you.
Oh
it's-
yeah,
it's-
why? Aye, what's
well,
the reason like the
what's
advantage
the
to that?
utility
Yeah,
of a
yeah, yeah.
boxing glove when you're trying to like hurt somebody.
So again, to shoot in, like
Yeah.
yeah, it's fucking it's brilliant.
So Guile or John Claude is fucking kicked Bison, and I not yet again
Another
another
monitor.
convincingly sparkly fucking control panel.
Yeah, and it's
And
like
back-
you said, 90s film lightning,
Yeah.
because it was the only effect they could do that was slightly convincing, and it's like a template effect. I'm pretty sure.
Well,
So it's
actually,
like saved,
I used
copy
that.
and
I
paste.
used that recently in a happy birthday fucking message. I used the exact same animation.
It'll be in the link below.
Yeah, exactly. I fucking annoying though. You have to pay for the full thing to get all the animations. And this is another point. So
I've got something I want to say.
yeah, I've got something I want to say. So like he's like Guile or John Claude is kicked Bison in to the control panel. Bison has died.
Yep. He's done his job. Then he picks up like a Game Boy,
Oh,
and it's
but-
another monitor. We have different sizes of monitors, sir.
He's talking to Kylie Minogue.
Yeah.
And then he's
Again,
just, like,
a receiver,
through the
a video and a
monitor.
receiver.
Oh.
Where does she get hers from?
I don't know, mate. I don't know.
Because he's picked his up
The,
from
the
fucking.
UN seem to have a fucking top budget.
But he's. It looks like he's picked his up for Bison's stuff.
Oh right, aye. Just,
Oh.
just somehow
Aye.
tuned in.
Yeah, aye, exactly. Beam it
But-
in.
It's got one of the worst lines ever. This bit, he goes like, he goes like, yeah, I put it. Because I'm done, and then he goes, it's okay, I'm just half dead, and then Kylie Minogue's like, and Bison, and he goes, huh, all dead. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, who came up with that? Who is it? And who's convinced that was a good, not full dead?
Yeah.
Like all dead.
Yeah.
Like isn't even the sequence to after half?
It's
full is the thing after half. Not all dead.
It's to let the audience know that something's coming.
It was foreshadowing.
Yeah.
Let it be known, and I don't know how this isn't a thing yet. Inside Bison's suit, there's
a safety.
Isn't even like it says like, oh, Bison's suit alert, perform immediate CPR, and it's like, mate, that's not CPR. He gets fucking electrocuted in a syringe full of adrenaline injected right in his heart.
Yeah,
I'm like, what kind of fucking CPR have you been at?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So Bison's back.
But
baby.
where is the syringe? Where is this?
Suit, mate.
Yeah, but it's not a suit. He's not like got a metal suit on. He's just got a leather top.
It's in it. It's just in
it's
there.
in it, man. And like, what? How is it coming in from the side? I take it then.
It must be from the side. It's got to be.
It's so funny.
Anybody in the medical community, feel free to write into us.
And I love it when he comes up as well because, like we were saying, he's a pure theatrical actor.
Yeah.
He pops up as if he's like a zombie, but he's not. And he like puts his arms out and shoots out electricity.
He's got force lightning.
Yeah, from his, and it looks good though. Like
yeah.
But it's like you're not a zombie. You're just revived. Like so he's like not speaking and stuff like that at that point. He's just like, but as if they've told him something completely different. Like what's going on?
He just goes like, "What happened to fighting with? What happened to fighting with your bare hands like a true warrior?" He goes like, "Oh, this? This is merely electromagnetism. Is that you don't know about this?"
Yes,
like,
you fool.
And he just starts talking about how like the Japanese use it to power their mag trains. And he's just like,
we don't need this. We don't need this. The film is ridiculous. We don't need to. You explain how your suit and how you now have electric fucking powers.
Well, he can shoot. And he goes, "It can levitate." It goes, "It's how my that me like Dr. Eggman fucking pod is like, it's how my Eggman pod works." And he goes, "And it will also levitate me." And
it's just a big reveal. Yeah, and you can see he's getting pulled up by the lines like at his like belt because he's like pure he's pure like he's gyroscope.
He's pure hanging.
He's nearly swinging.
Not levitating. Being pulled, not pushed.
Yeah, exactly.
But that whole scene reversed like Bison's whole self-perception from being a madman to being a god.
He calls himself that.
He just starts going that. You were expecting to fight a madman, not a god. And then just sends him off.
You are unmatched. He just starts flying towards. See, Superman's basically Superman's
he's like full insane.
Yeah, and then so again because there's so many fucking characters in the film. DJ's fucking stealing somehow knows where the safe is, and he breaks into Bison's like bit, steals a big case at the safe because he wants to head out with all the money, and then Ken ends up fucking being there as well, and he's like, "Oh,
I'm just Ken."
When will they notice me? More the man than just a tan. He is like that though, innit? He's a total Ken, innit? And he's stealing stuff. And he goes to a monitor, and the monitor's like again, man, the monitor's like a fucking iPad, and it's got like icons on it, and each icon like takes you to a camera for some reason instead of it being like camera 1, camera. It's all like these hazard icons and stuff, and he just starts.
Wi-Fi simple.
And he's like clicking on them, and he clicks on them to see like how everyone's getting on in the war, so he can like update the audience basically. And he clicks on it, and that's when he's like, "Oh no, Ryu's going into a trap, buddy," and starts shouting at it. And this is the only time a monitor decides to not be a receiver and a transmitter at the same time. He can't get Ryu can't hear him when he's shouting through the monitor. The only time.
and then when you see
it works normally.
Yeah. Then you see Ryu running about.
Aye.
And then he's just like...
Sagat's gonna get him.
Aye, he's looking about, but you notice that like
Vega.
Nobody has any peripheral vision.
Yeah.
Because they're like to his left, like 90 degrees to his left.
It's kind of like when Bison is on the TV and reveals himself. He's like, you just look up slightly, he's there.
People only have like a 40-degree perspective. That's it.
In the whole film. So Sagat and Vega somehow know that Ryu's round the corner, but Ryu doesn't know he's round the corner, even though they're both coming through different doors and from like different angles. So I don't know how they know. And then the amazing bit, instead of like going, like they've said to the actor Ryu, like, look, you're going to pretend you're trying to get out, but he's acting so bad, so he like just jogs to a dead end.
Yeah.
but you can see it's a dead end. He goes all the way to the dead end to then go, this is a dead end. He's looking right at. You can see it's a dead end as soon as you looked at it, mate.
Yeah.
Like he runs to it, like and like kind of drops his shoulders,
Yeah.
so he can then they've then told him like turn round, and that's when you're going to get surprise kicked. But the acting's so shit. He's like waiting on the surprise kick. He's like, what?
You're bracing for
Yeah,
it.
exactly. And he gets slashed by Vega. Like he's like looking around as if. That's not an exit.
Yeah.
That's not. Oh, what?
Left, right, where else can I go?
The guy's clearly in his vision, but he's obviously off camera. But he's clearly in his vision. He's
Yeah.
not selling it at all.
Like the camera angle is not doing well here to like convince
Aye,
us
us.
that he can't see him. And Vader comes with his one.
Yeah, he's like, this time I will put on my mask. Remember me in the mask?
But he puts it on. It's like, how's that staying on you?
Yeah, exactly. There's no strap. He just
Yeah.
puts it right on his chin. And then they start he like slashes Ryu, and Ryu like
He's got
takes
his
away his
abs.
fabric of clothing, like, look at my abs.
Oh no, my abs are showing.
Whoopsies.
My most impressive muscle group.
You get a shot of it. You get a good shot of those abs.
I'm not even tempted.
Yeah, and it's funny because fucking thingy's abs.
Then it just
Absolutely
cuts back. The Vega guy's pure
Yeah.
ripped, but then and then like you're thinking, all right, we're into this fight now. Then it cuts back, and then Bison's just flying
about the room.
Just like, it's so funny, mate. It's so funny how he's flying, especially like in the the how we made it kind of like scene where like it shows you the production and all that.
Yeah.
And he's just like it's like a side shot of just him like flying it. It was like so stupid, man. You must have so much fun doing it though.
I know, mate, amazing. Like, no, it's class as well. Like, it warms the heart. Like the kids were on set at that point, so like they're just seeing his dad fly about when he's on strings, but you could probably barely see the fucking strings.
Mate,
but he's going at some pace.
Mate,
Like,
I could convince myself when I was that age that fucking my treehouse was like a mad kingdom.
yeah,
It was like a plank of
exactly.
wood
Yeah,
between two branches.
exactly. He is definitely
Yeah,
flying.
aye.
And his boots are like glowing. That's just so class. Like it's such like a kid thing as well.
Yeah.
Like it's like there's like a light going round the rim. Like imagine like you get Vans and then you've got a big strip and they're like put LED lights in it as if that's how he's flying.
Mate,
with
we all
those
wanted
boots.
it. We all had a pair of
I
those
know.
fucking
Light up.
trainers.
Yeah, I know exactly. That's class.
I see you got pussy back then.
So Vega's like pure kicking like Ryu's ass and ass. And then piss coming out my ass. And I'm definitely cutting that bit. And then Sagat's not there. And then Sagat comes round the corner. And then that's when like fucking Ken comes. I'm just Ken. Here to save the day once again.
I'm gonna help my friend Ryu.
Help my friend. And but where was Sagat? Why was Sagat not trying to fight?
Was just letting Vega.
Take him on.
Take him on himself.
Yeah.
But then this obviously is the the cue for Ryu to take his top off fully.
Yeah.
So everyone knows that he's not fucking about.
Whoa, he's just as nearly ripped as Vega, but not really.
Because
that guy's
He
like at
probably makes
0%
up
body fat.
He probably makes up for it in scale.
Yeah. So they.
Oh wait, the Hadouken. The Hadouken
yeah,
bit,
it's
like,
not. I know,
it's
mate.
like so brief, mate.
I
Like,
know.
Nobody
knows it's there.
Because the Hadouken's meant to be a wee blast. It's not meant to be.
Aye, it's supposed to be a was it a key blast, like an actual
cheeky
a cheeky one. Like
cheeky blast.
what would you call it? Like
I think they call it like chi
an atom
in
kind of.
real life, and then
Aye.
and then Dragon Ball Z it's ki.
But it's actually like a form, like it's like
Aye,
a
it's meant to be
ball.
like a ball of energy.
yeah,
that
but
just shoots
aye,
out of his
exactly.
along the centre of his body.
I think they've added it in like last minute, like
Yeah.
we'll do the effect, and then they've had no money, so they've just like literally just turned a torch on and off.
Yeah,
to go,
yeah.
whoa, what was that flash?
What was
that was it. That was it.
That was a Hadouken.
That was a
It's
Hadouken. You
Street
missed
Fighter.
it. Yeah. He says it. Does he say it? Does he
No,
actually
it
say it?
just goes out.
In case we're going to cut this out.
Yeah, aye.
So then that's like him winning that fight, beating Vega.
Oh no, because then Vega's like he slices at a thing in the wall, like some kind of switch.
Yeah.
But
And
apparently
it activates a
switch.
fucking, oh my god, it activates like a
The
welding.
Oh,
like,
is that like a furnace?
it's a
behind it?
furnace, yeah,
And then,
for like
like-
making whips.
And then then that guy Ryu just pushes his face, like his masked face, towards it.
Yeah.
And you think, oh fuck, he's pure melted his face.
Aye,
And
yeah.
that Vega just takes his mask off. He's just got a
Aye,
wee
he's,
scar on
yeah,
his cheek.
he's like, it's burning me. He takes the mask off, and you just see a wee pimple. Like,
Yeah.
look what you did. my
You
beautiful
ruined
face.
my perfect face.
But you're mad, like, see when he's like shoving his face on, he's also touching the mask when he's shoving his face on, so his hand would be fucking like melting as well.
When you can do Hadouken, nothing matters.
Yeah, exactly. Did you see what came out of my hands a second ago? Pure energy. Yeah, exactly.
So then we're getting to Ryu, who finishes off Sagat with fucking...
No, Ken.
Ken.
He finishes off Sagat because he's a fucking 60-year-old man.
Aye.
And it's not hard with an uppercut. Apparently, an uppercut is one of his special moves. Everyone can do an uppercut, mate. Like,
right.
Yeah, it's like, whoa.
I didn't realise he was the only person in the world that could uppercut.
Yeah, and fucking Sagat hits a wall and does a shake as if he's getting, 90s shot with riddled with bullets. He just starts shaking because it was a really good uppercut, and then that's him done. Ryu, how does Ryu fucking defeat?
I think Ryu just fucking like he snaps the claw.
Oh mate,
Figher, and then just gives him a. He kicks Figher.
He does like a kick they do, and like again, this still films like Austin Powers. Like he jumps and his legs moving without him moving. You know, like Austin Powers where he pulls like both his legs up, but he's still supposed to be like standing. But he's he's rollerblading. One leg comes up beside his face, and then the other leg, and it's like, well, how is he rolling? That's the joke. That happens in this, but it's like serious. He like fly kicks him.
He kicks him. It's not a roundhouse. It's a pure.
But his body doesn't move. It's his leg it moves.
It's like a lazy heel kick. And then like
so
Figher does a full backflip, and this guy's kicking from right to left, not up.
Yeah, exactly.
Up,
like how's his hip rotating like that?
Yeah, it's so
it's too good. And then Bison's like fucking completely owning Guile because he's got now superpowers, and he's just like fucking saying that he's a god. And he starts like quoting, he goes, "Keep your own god."
Keep your own god.
This might be a good time to pray to him.
But he says something.
He said, "For I beheld Satan."
I beheld Satan as he fell from heaven.
like
lightning.
People screams it like lightning,
and then he's just
and just by chance, all like the self-destructing stuff is all blowing up behind him.
Yeah.
And he like pure flies at fucking
Jean-Claude,
and Jean-Claude goes, "This is like my life. I've got no energy. I have to get all my energy, and then there's one kick." Like, and he like times it perfectly.
A timed roundhouse kick can defeat a god power.
Yeah, while like he's in the air and it flies him back into the TV and it gets electrocuted again. And now that this time he's dead because this time he got electrocuted for a second time. And then that's when finally the job that they actually asked Ryu and Ken to do.
They're finally doing it.
They don't.
It's even them.
They don't do it.
Oh yeah.
Like,
fucking Kylie Minogue, the mad Widow's Peak boxer.
Yeah, exactly. Like and Chung Li, and like it's funny. Like the door opens and like Chung Li pure.
I think it's Chung Li, by the way, not Chung Li.
Yeah, mate. I was definitely saying it right.
I can't wait for my social credits to go sky high when I get to China, man.
And they jump back as if like they're going to get attacked, and it's like, did nobody tell them that they were releasing the prisoners?
Aye, with relief aid workers in there that have been stuck for 3 days.
Yeah, and like it's so funny. Like Kylie Minogue, again, this is another 90s trope. Like Kylie Minogue's like, this will take a minute when she's trying to like finger the door, and the guy with the boxers just fucking punches the door, and the door, and obviously it does exactly what you want to do. It opens instead of like crashing it and locking it forever. It definitely opens, and all the people, like the captives, instead of being like, what you think they'd be in it, they're like, oh, we're malnourished. But like, what's happening? The door opens sometimes for things. They just fly out it. Like they don't know what's going on, man.
They're
like
Olympic sprinters.
Yeah, they're all flying out. Like they don't know what's behind the door when they're flying it.
For all they know, they could be getting killed quickly.
Yeah, and then it just cuts to fucking like the sumo wrestler and the fucking Russian guy, and he's like, I can't play no more. Like,
and they're like, oh, hey, Honda, come on.
Yeah,
and
we gotta go. This place is blowing up.
No more. And then the Russian guy's like,
coward.
He like swings from twice while he's not there.
Not looking. I know.
And he's just like, right, what? And then
what was I doing again?
And he asks that DJ, because that DJ is like running away with it.
Where are you going?
He's like, DJ, what's going on? And he goes, no, we have to help Bison because he's like defending the world from like evil. And he goes like, we're the bad guys. He goes like, wait, what?
Wait, what? And he's like, why do you think I did this? Because I was getting paid. And he's like, what? You get paid?
You get paid? I'm like, this guy's funny.
I like this guy. I hope he survives.
This Russian actor is funny.
Yeah. And do you know what's crazy as well? See, when you see the footage behind the scenes, he talks like that in real life. Like he's an actual idiot, mate. Like he's not put on a voice. He literally talks like that. It's like, when people like see this film, like it's like, oh my god, what? Like, are you like pure like, what is it when Christian Bale Does it?
The method acting.
Wait, are you pure method for this role, or are you actually that voice? No, it's definitely that's his voice.
Fucking methadone acting.
Am I right?
Hey.
And then he all of a sudden has a change of heart after DJ saying he's the bad guys. He goes and helps fucking hold the door, like a classic strong guy. He lifts the door. Lifts the whole door to let the captives get out because he's had a sudden change of heart. DJ gets away. Sagat suddenly now all right and goes, "I'm coming with you." The secret entrance because they're all planning. This is all a plan for the sequel. Like we need to make sure all these people survive when the self-destruct happens.
And Ryu and Ken are like try to help the Russian guy lift the door open. He doesn't need any help because they didn't do the job that they were set to do, which is rescue the hostages. Or like we need to look like we've actually done something.
Yeah, if we tag along at the back, hopefully fucking Guile thinks we helped. And then that's when Blanca's like, "No, I'm coming with you." And he's like, "Charlie, we need to get out of here." Guile to Blanca, and the science is like, "No, we're going to go off on our own peaceful mission.
Yeah, we're going to do.
The world won't accept him."
Oh, and he's like, "I need to make up for the mistakes that I've already made." And he's in his mad topless S&M.
But like, why is he taking Blanca? Like, go get him medical help. You never know. Like,
rehabilitate him.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's like, "No, we're going to take him off in the jungle, and we us
two
two are going to live together."
It's like 3 days of trauma. I get it, but I don't think that's a lifetime to like reverse.
I know. And Guile's like, "Oh, okay, stranger, you can go with my best friend."
So, mate, take the only guy that I really have known all my career.
And
cheers.
Everyone gets out and they all brace behind the wall going, "Oh, the explosions are happening, but we're behind this 2-foot wall."
I remind that mad like fucking prehistoric built wall like that should shield us from the blast. And
they're like, "Where's Guile? He didn't get out. We didn't see him get out.
We didn't see Guile get out.
We didn't see him get out, man. Is he all right?" And that's when all the prisoners of war are getting escorted out. We still don't know what's happening to Guile. And then it shows all the team together. They're all together at the end. Degat, fucking hell. DJ and Sagat.
Zinedine Zidane. Agat from Celtic football.
Sagat and that's his DJ. Famous scar, by the way. That's in the game. On his chest. Mm-hmm.
Who did that?
They swim. Fuck knows. That's before he retired. They get away, and everyone, they get away, and they realise that the case that they took, it's just full of Bisonica bills. Oh god! So like, this is fucking worthless. This whole thing was pointless, and but everyone's together and they're all posing and they're all sad and. The Ryu actor that they just added in that's not Ryu, he's like, fucking, oh man.
Damn it, man.
Guile was the best of us. he was a brave man.
He could speak English.
Yeah, when I couldn't. And they're like, the Russian guy, he was a brave man and a true warrior. It's like, okay, are you on our side now? Like, why are you not a prisoner of war? Like, because you helped hold that door for a second.
He held the door, you're a gentleman.
Yeah, exactly. And
then they're all like...
There's smoke behind them, so...
There's smoke, and then he comes out, and he's pure like, "Oh, God, it's me, Guile." And they're all like, "Oh, yeah, Guile, whoa!"
And he goes...
Like, "Hey,
it looks like he's going to kiss Kylie Minogue. Like, he puts his hand on like, the wall, and she's on her shoulder, and they just don't. He just goes, "Make a note. I need a vacation."
Yeah. He's like, what's wrong? And then she's like...
It's so funny.
Just tear gas. And it's like, "Oh, sweet."
Yeah, he like touches her face like as if he's going to like kiss her. He's like, "Are you okay, my little flower?"
Did you want Kylie Minogue to get off with him in a film?
Well, it was happening in real life, wasn't it? So it's no fucking difference at this fucking rate. Because they were shagging. So while he had his wife on set. So how did they find the time to do that?
John Claud had his wife on set.
Mate, his wife was on set while they were making it.
Really?
And that was when he was like, "Yeah, man, I feel like I'm really growing as a person," because it's like his third wife. And he's like, she pure loves being on set and stuff like that. And he was away fucking shagging Kylie Minogue. And you think like it'd just be like a rumour thing where they wouldn't like say it. And he was like, "Yeah, no, it's true." And then Kylie Minogue even was like, "Yeah, it was true." Like,
I'm on my third girlfriend my whole life, and I'm approaching 30, so I've really...
Is his third wife?
I'm making a comparison.
Yeah.
I've had a third...
Oh, right,
I'm
on
my third girlfriend.
Exactly.
I've really grown.
Yeah, exactly. He then chats up Chung Li, and then there's a massive explosion.
Free girlfriend.
Shut up. Is anyone? But no, but I'm not counting. And then that's when they do the mad the pose that's on like the front of the cover of Street Fighter. But like Jean-Claude's is so weird.
Oh mate, what's he do?
It's such like a sexy pose.
He's trying to do like
But that's on the Street Fighter, like the game, the cover of the game.
Is that
that's
an
why.
actual thing?
Yeah,
Is
and
that a beach bod pose?
Isn't it? It is. It's like, oh god, like a calendar pose.
Yeah.
And the rest of them are just like kind of like they know they're in a ridiculous film, so they do like a kid on like half-hearted, but he's like really going for it. So it's kind of like Kylie Minogue is pure showing off her ass, and it's funny as fuck.
But it's so funny when like Chung Li.
Yeah.
She goes, "How about that interview?" And then immediately Jean-Claude has to start sexualising her. Just go like that. Huh, as long as you wear that dress.
And she's like, oh, you're so funny. Your sexist comments.
90s movies.
Yeah, 90s movies. Sexualize women. Oh, it's so stupid. I'd wonder if this is one of the very first, or if the first fucking like action movie anyway, after credits scene. Oh, you don't know. I see with the expression on your face. There's an after credits scene, mate. Wait till you see it.
No, wait a sec, everyone. This is a genuine reaction. You're hearing all the way through audio.
Yeah, exactly. It's a mad woman again, man. Fucking solar power batteries recharging. And then it's like solar batteries now online. So it's like somehow there's sun getting in. So the solar power is now kicking in to activate the system, and the system would get activated, right? And again, we're at the monitors because
no way.
Monitors. Yeah, exactly.
No way. Bison's hand came out.
His fist is if again zombie.
Oh my god!
It's so good.
No.
Yeah.
Like, everybody. He's just Windows 98, right? And then he's just went
Kicks
to like
in.
He's went to like file.
No, he's not doing this. This is all automatic. Right, it's like an AI, so it's a woman, the woman that existed through the whole film that we don't know what the fuck it is, the announcer, is fucking like, is rebooted the systems from the solar power, and he's rebooted his suit, and he's now, I don't know if he's a zombie or not, but it's like, right, next plan, and it just shows you the AI opening up. It's like Skynet.
Options, and then it just comes up world domination.
Yeah, I didn't know you didn't know that, man. It's so fucking funny, mate. It's class, and it's like the second film is coming.
Oh my god! The second film to the film that was the second film.
Yeah, exactly. To the sequel to the sequel. There is a sequel. It's class, isn't it? It's such a good like zombie like reveal. Like,
if any of you feel inclined, go fucking watch that. I think it's funnier just having all the options, because look, go back.
Right, what are the options?
These are the options that he has when you open up the options menu. System status, system features, system communication, security interface, normal options that you'd expect in a fucking...
And then they just fitted this in.
Then last minute. World domination. What's even after that?
Systems...
Satellite
something.
Satellite, uplink, and then world dominations. Just
replay, because
so between
the AI knows that it failed, so it's replay. It's already like fucking knows that it finished, the world domination didn't work.
So it's replaying. It's going to do the exact same thing again.
Yeah. So now we're on to the end, the trivia.
This was filmed during actual conflict
in
the 1990s in Thailand.
Wow.
Some
outside information.
Yeah.
It was filmed in Australia, quite a lot of it, which is funny as fuck.
That's why Kylie Minogue's in it.
That's why Kylie Minogue's in it. And do you know how Kylie Minogue got the job, mate? This is how mental it is. So like Australia didn't have like a film studio, kind of like how Scotland's not had one for fucking like years.
Yeah.
A designated one. So they basically went, right, it was basically you had to speak to like the Prime Minister and shit, right? I know, and basically say, can we film in this country? And they were basically like, yeah, you can, but you need to put in an Australian actor. And apparently the guy was the director was on the plane, mate, and he was just looked at a magazine, and Kylie Minogue was on the magazine, and he was like, right,
she's hot.
Just get her in. Just get her in. She's fucking famous. She's on it. It's a stupid role. I don't give a fuck. And just shoved her in, and I don't think she ever never again. I don't fucking even know.
I dare say somebody fucking...
I dare say
someone.
Yeah.
It's really weird, isn't it, with studio? That explains why there was so much... So this is another bit of trivia. Jean-Claude Van Damme kept on showing up late.
Yeah, he was going to China.
He kept on going to other countries.
Singapore.
Now we know why.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
right beside it.
Cocaine is...
Yeah. Really
very
cheap.
expensive in Australia. I'm pretty sure it's like one of the...
I've heard
through secondary sources.
From not even a friend.
Not even a friend, just some guy online.
Yeah. So he used to fly. So he'd fly in, like they'd film, and he'd fly on the Friday or something like that, and then they'd be filming back on the Monday. So he'd fly on the Friday to China, spend the whole time just doing coke and getting drunk and fucking going to strip clubs and shit like that. and then flying back, and that's when he would be in his hotel room, pure fucked. Like, because he was just, and he would always be late, and they said his professionalism was terrible. But he get 8 million for this, mate. You spend 10. This is the film he spent 10 grand, a week on cocaine.
Really?
This is the one he spent 10 grand a week on cocaine. It's mad. Do you know this had an R rating as well? And it got cut down to a G, and then
a G? What's a G?
A G was that it was called like it was I can't remember. It was like a G was like just under a PG-13, I think it was. Guidance or maybe I think in
I know it is U.
In America it's a G, then it'll be American.
PG-13.
Yeah.
12A.
Right.
15 and then 18. That's what I know film ratings is.
Alright. And then they put in one shit. So someone says shit and it got it back to a PG-13, which is what they wanted.
Sick.
Because it was cooler. It's cooler getting that rating.
Go 18 all the way.
Yeah. So he was so 10 grand a week he was on, and they actually hired a wrangler to help him with the coke. Like they basically hired someone to like follow him about and be like his friend for things to do basically with to stop him like on
distract
coke.
him.
Yeah, and he just got the guy hooked on coke, and they were just doing it together. Like he's like, we're
fishing.
JCPD, JCTG's with me right now, and it's like dooms, like
whoa,
5 in the morning.
That's
like,
got to be about 20 pounds.
Yeah, mate. Honestly, apparently the guy was just fucking like constantly doing gear with him. Like it's so fucking funny, man. He's just like pure convinced the guy.
Aye.
The producer, another wee thing, the producer had a heart attack just to get out of this film. Like halfway through like filming, the producer was just like,
"How do you on purpose have a heart attack?"
Because it was so bad. He's like, he just falls to the floor. Like, oh mate, so fucking good.
I need to try that one time.
Yeah, get out of something.
Dom, do you have that report ready? A heart attack! I can't possibly stand it.
I need my Wrangler.
I need more cocaine.
Yeah, my Wrangler he's got my medication.
He's got my aspirin.
Yeah, exactly. So it was 35 million it cost budget, which is that's a lot, man, in the 90s. And this was kind of based off of the Mario Brothers. So they fought like I know.
Wait,
remember the Mario Brothers?
Uh-huh.
They fought the Mario Brothers. It must have been successful, and they went right, okay. And I think Mortal Kombat 1 just came out, so they were like, this is our time to strike. And to be fair, it was like it was the
you've went full scale Bison now.
What?
Yeah.
It's our time to strike. Clench my fist. Ice Cube does the soundtrack. Mate,
Ice Cube?
Aye, mate. Oh, mate,
he's
we not talked about the fucking the MC Hammer fucking video where the whole cast are in the fucking video of an MC Hammer song that you've never heard of. Then MC Hammer so he obviously was big then. He does a song for this, and there's a music video, mate, and MC and like the whole like Jean-Claude Van Damme's in it a lot, obviously, but MC the full fucking cast are in it, mate. It's so weird. It's like they've came to set and they're all just dancing. They all look so awkward, and it's just pure stupid and embarrassing.
Well, I know Jean-Claude looks very awkward dancing sometimes. Even though
he just does the same thing, puts his hands in the air and bends his knees.
I think he was a dancer though.
He did ballet.
Belgium.
He did ballet. That's what he did. He's a proper trained ballet dancer. Like
what flex.
I know. Honestly, that's what he did. Like he was obviously pure dead. You got to give him some credit. He's absolutely dedicated to his like trade.
Actually being a fucking ballet dancer.
That's why he needs all the coke. He's constantly filming, doing ballet, being an actual fighter in real life, like martial artist.
It's a music video.
It's a music video, mate. It's a song that no one's ever heard of, and it's funny as fuck. It's like them
we've
for
got
ages.
MC Hammer dancing about, and then
Jean-Claude Van Damme's like miming.
Oh my god,
mate! It's like they're at gangsters. Like
he's not even got.
It's so fucking funny. He's in the outfit and everything. The sumo people fighting.
Let me paint the picture, guys. Right, so there's just scenes that aren't actually from the film.
Yeah.
And then it's
Mate,
just
I told
got
you
other
they're
men, but
they're all there.
All
mate.
the cast members are there, and
It's
I'm
crazy.
telling you, the predominant characters in this music video are black guys wearing sunglasses indoors.
Yeah, on stairs.
On stairways all the time.
Yeah,
they're never on flat that level land.
The song's so shit. And like everyone's like dancing and stuff like that, and then it's like the bad guys come in. Except Bison, by the way. I'm pretty sure Bison's not in it, so
he wouldn't have made it.
He must have been dead at this point. I think he was dead at this point, and like that's like DJ and the Russian come in and stuff like that, and it's like, oh no, they're going to ruin our party.
Yeah,
like basically, and like nothing, like Jean-Claude Van Damme and MC Hammer like, excuse me, to these girls that they're sitting with.
Sorry, ladies. We've got to take care of this army that just came into the club.
And they like square up with like cigars in their mouth and stuff like that. And then the AN come in. And he's like, use a fuck now, and the man.
Oh my god, the non-English speaking.
Even
Ryu.
he's in it. I know.
What?
He's in it, and it's like the bad guys are now like, we're fucked now. Like, it's so funny because the good guys are coming with guns, so nothing happens, and then they all just start dancing.
What
like,
the fuck?
Mate, it's weird as fuck.
Oh my god, Jean-Claude fucking dancing.
He
nuts,
just waves
man.
about. He's like fucking like a snake, man. It's so fucking funny. So just to wrap it up, the budget was 35 million and the overall was 99. So man, a very healthy return. So, but I don't know, it never got a sequel. So not too sure like why it never got a sequel. I know obviously Bison was dead, but maybe they were like nobody wanted to do it because it made fucking three times the budget.
Right, but I don't think it was.
Received.
Think it was a good film.
It wasn't received by critics. Right, so did you enjoy it?
I enjoyed it to the point where I thought it was so funny.
Yeah, it's like it's kind of like
satire.
Satire. It's just satire.
I like that. I thought, it's always cool to see a video game become a film.
Take it with a pinch of salt. Like it kind of does like know what it is a wee bit.
It's a decent balance with what's the actor's name who plays Bison?
Raul Julia. He's brilliant.
Julia?
It's his big send off. Yeah, Raul Julia.
I thought he was good at it because he was the star of the show. Really.
Yeah.
And it was a kind of funny cast. I suppose.
Yeah, but and the premise is kind of like, again, it's like a child wrote it.
Yeah.
But I actually enjoyed it, mate. I enjoyed it. It's not like I didn't enjoy it the same way I enjoy like fucking Universal Soldier. To cap off, this is the end of our Jean-Claude Van Damme series. Yeah, exactly.
Well, what did you think? Street Fighter 2?
The 2, I know. I know, good. Really enjoyed it. I know it's not a good film. It's shite. I kind of would have liked it. I don't like it as much as Mortal Kombat. If you want to compare it, because it's very similar. That takes itself a wee bit more seriously, and it is just better, even though it's fucking like it's got terrible budget.
It's only that one actor.
That's it, isn't it? Nothing else.
No.
Just say bye,
guys. That's the end of season 1.
We'll probably be season 2 will come out right away. We're not going to fucking have a big gap. We've got no schedule.
Between episodes, we're going to need a bigger gap.
It's worse than Attack on Titan.
I know. Fuck. Part 1 of season 1.
Is it part 1 of end of season episode? Part 1.
Lasted
6
one
months.
episode, 6 months later.
Exactly. So we'll be back.
We'll be back. I don't know what with, but it'll be really funny.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Oh.